Okay, I think they got us. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Nah, it's not.
Hello?
You know what? It would help if I had this thing connected, wouldn't it?
Let's see. Production. I mean, I'm in here on my deathbed. I was on time.
Hello.
Hello. I think we're good now.
Okay.
I think they can hear us now. Can y'all hear us now? You should be able to. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Hello, everybody.
Again. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How's everybody doing, Black family?
Did y'all miss us?
I hope they did.
We miss y'all.
Heck yeah. A lot has happened.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And welcome to another episode of Melanated Thought, where we talk about things that affect the Black community. I know it's been a minute.
Absolutely.
It's been too damn long, in my opinion, but trust me on this one. It was worth the wait, was it not, dear?
Absolutely.
We got a little surprise for y'all, but we'll save that for later. Yeah, it's a good one. Trust me. It's a really good one. In the meantime, I'm Reggie O.
And I am Mimi the lady.
And what a lovely lady she is. Hey.
Right.
All right. We have a very, very, very important show to talk about today. It discusses the N-word. It's become a staple of American culture it's been that way for a minute though.
Yeah, I was going to say, even though we're talking about it today, it's been around for many, many moons.
Oh yeah, too long in my personal opinion, but that's just me.
Absolutely.
So, I guess we'll
It just always circle around the moon in
Yeah.
another fashion.
I agree. So, it's just one of those situations to where it's something that needs to be brought up. We had talked about it on a previous show, but we didn't really get deep into details of it.
Right.
We just kind of like skimmed over the word itself. But since another white person decided to get buck and use that word freely, I think it's time that we talk about it because it needs to be discussed, especially amongst foundational Black Americans and how we feel about that particular word.
Right.
Because I know some of us have mixed feelings about the word. I know me personally, and my lovely co-host can tell you, I do not use that word when it comes to describing Black people. I don't. There's a lot of Black people that do, but I'm not going to knock them. I mean, they feel like that it's okay to use that word, and I would never tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do because they're adults, and when it comes to it. But for the most part, I think that word should be obliterated. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on. In the meantime, babe, how has everything been going with you?
I mean, a lot of changes.
Oh,
Like you
a
said,
whole
we'll
lot.
talk about it later.
Yep,
Good, bad, and different.
definitely.
So proud and so glad to be back. Glad to make it. I had a birthday.
Yes, indeed. She
I
had a
turned the
birthday.
big 50.
Yeah. She's the big 50.
Yes, I am. Made it around the world, the circle, the moon, or how you said, another year.
Another year.
Just keep blessing and hopefully I can make it many, many more.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be all right.
Work is still work.
Yeah,
Life is still life. Family is good.
family is excellent.
Haven't been really going nowhere because this Texas weather has had us out one day, locked in 2 days.
Man, you
Out
know
2
what?
days, locked in 3 days.
I'm telling you, man, this weather is bipolar, man.
Yes, it is.
It really is. It's bipolar. I mean, I've always said it and I continue to say it, but Oklahoma weather, to be completely honest with you, anybody that's lived in Oklahoma for more than a year will tell you flat out, it's just as bipolar as it is here, if not more so. So, that's just the way it is, I guess.
And of course, we still have the COVID. So many
Of course.
strands of it. But
Yeah.
with this weather like it is, you don't know if you got COVID. You just got allergies like me. Or do you really have the flu? So you really can't tell. Everything works the same these days.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird, man, because you go to the hospital for one thing, all of a sudden, oh, you got COVID.
But I did see on the news that they are lifting the ban on masks.
That's going to help a lot of people, man, because a lot of folks like myself don't like to wear that mask.
I'm still wear mine. Because I personally have not gotten sick.
Yeah.
Except for allergy, that's a given.
Yeah.
But as far as getting sick with the flu, knock on wood, thank you God, thank you Jesus, I have not. And I think it's attributed to me wearing my mask.
Right.
So until I feel different and see something different, I'm gonna continue to wear my mask.
Hey, teach
Don't
us.
look at me crazy when you see me walking into a room or when you see me walking into a store. I'm gonna continue to wear mine.
I'm gonna look at it crazy, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm gonna look at you because you ain't got on one. But other than that, life is good. I have no complaints. Been truly blessed. Have no complaints at all. What wasn't good probably wasn't meant for me no way.
There you go.
So I'm just gonna take it with a grain of salt and pray until something else happens.
That's all you can do at this point.
But right now, things are lovely right now.
Oh, things are really, really lovely.
And praying that it will continue to be.
Oh, no doubt about it. I have no doubt that it will. And the major change that has been going on here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm getting ready to get into that in just a second. For those of you who know or don't know, for those of you who don't know, who know or don't know, me and this lady sitting across from me, we have been seeing each other for what, 4 years?
4.5 years.
4.5 years. We got engaged, what, a year ago? Actually, it was longer than that.
About a year, almost a year and a half. Yeah, because we spoke last year. Yeah.
Right. So,
almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, we've been engaged for almost 2 years, y'all. For those of you who don't know. So, finally, last week, on February 22nd of 2022, we went on down to the court house. And we made it official. So,
I'm married now. I say I'm married now. I know a lot of people ask why that day,
right,
that place.
She's a weirdo, y'all.
Personally, I do think outside the box. I worked in the hospitality field for over 20 years. It wasn't about the cost factor, because if it was, it would have been grand either way.
No doubt.
Excuse me, but a lot of people may or may not know I'm very family oriented, and my parents has gone to heaven, and I just couldn't fathom not having my parents at my wedding. But when it turns out they were there, spiritually and in picture form. So they were with me.
Of course, they were there.
My brother walked me down the aisle.
Yes, he did.
And the reason why I picked the date 2/22/22
is so I wouldn't forget it.
And you won't forget it. And if it's a significant date, it will never happen again.
No, it won't.
It's one of a kind, and he cannot forget it.
I can't forget that, y'all.
Okay.
Even though I couldn't forget that if I wanted to. I really couldn't.
And I don't know how this happened, but somehow, some way, my birthday is January 31st.
Right.
2 weeks later, February 14th is Valentine's Day.
Yep.
And 2 weeks later will be my wedding anniversary.
Come on, man.
Gifts.
Yeah, she made like a fat rat, man. Come on.
I think that was just perfect time. That was God's will, because we were supposed to get married 10/10/2020.
Right.
And then COVID, and I just wasn't. My mind was like, nah, because I wanted a nice wedding, but then we start thinking about your parents coming down here, anybody getting sick. Like, I had a friend who had a wedding. Everybody at the wedding got sick, so I was like, no. Yeah,
that was a big deal too.
And
that really was.
And when I looked at the calendar, the next date that popped out was 2/22/22. I said, that's perfect, because 2 is, if anybody don't know, 2 is my favorite number. And it just worked out in the stars like that.
So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little bit of a slideshow presentation for you. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this music and get that thing crack-a-lack. And hold on just a second. right. That's it.
Beautiful.
It was, man.
Just
It really
beautiful.
was. It really
And
was.
if any of you guys know, the number 2 signifies angel numbers,
Right.
and to me, it also signifies twin flames.
Mm-hmm.
And in reality, I think you're my yin and I'm your yang.
Oh, no doubt
think,
about it.
Yeah, I think we're
Well, yeah, like I said,
peanut butter jelly.
exactly. I mean, people always thought we were married in the first place. I mean,
Yeah.
because a friend of mine, Paul, said, "Man, I thought y'all already married."
Yeah, yeah.
But come to
So,
find out, guess what?
we did it. So I am Miss A, Mimi the lady, Parker.
Yes, she is. She's Miss Parker, y'all. Now, what that
Where the
means is
Parkers?
exactly.
Hey, Mom. I mean,
Exactly. So what that means, y'all, is that she can't be bending over in front of Smokey and them no more.
they don't care no way. They too high to notice. I know, I'm just playing. But thank y'all for that. We did it. We tied the knot.
Yeah, yeah. And to be honest with y'all, man, I'm just being honest. Not just saying it because she's right in front of me, but you know, I have not been happier. I really haven't, man. I'm elated, you know, because like I told her, you know, she was all nervous and stuff like that. I was too. But I wouldn't let her see that.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her the reason why I'm not nervous is because I'm married to my best friend.
Aw.
And that's just being honest, y'all.
And I was good. I was strong. But that night before, I lost it on my mother-in-law, and she stepped in like a true mother would.
Oh yeah, Mom did.
And she talked to me like my mom would. And I
Right.
think that's probably why I had so much anxiety, because I needed that conversation.
Yes, you did.
And when I tell you Miss Essie stepped in, and for that I will always be grateful. She told me, you don't have to thank me, but yes I do, because I think that I know that is what I needed.
Right. That's
I needed
exactly
that.
it.
But then the day of, I was good.
And then,
I
yep.
was good. And then I saw my niece.
Yep. She
I
broke
saw
down.
my niece and I broke down. I don't know why, but I was just so grateful.
Right.
Because it started out a beautiful day, then it just turned cold.
Man,
all
you
of
know
a
what?
sudden.
It sure did. It
As y'all
turned
can
cold.
see, we had on white.
Yep.
I kept telling him, let's put on blue jeans. And of course, did you see, he made the jerseys that we had on. Like
Yeah.
I said, I want to do something different.
Yeah.
I had on some blinged out shoes. Of course,
She did.
he didn't capture those.
Oh man.
But I just wanted to do something different, and I'm so glad that I did, because it was more than what I had ever could dreamed of.
Right.
And so for that, I say thank you, Mr. Parker,
Oh,
for
thank
making
you.
my dream come true,
You know
and
what?
making a day in my life that I can never ever forget.
You know what? I you know, the same thing goes back to you, because like I said, you know, I'm not just saying that because you're here, but I'm very happy, man. I'm happier now than I ever have been.
Yeah, my sister called me and she was like, do you feel different?
Yep.
I was like, no. I mean, like my brother had asked, so I said, yeah, I am married. I do have a husband, don't I?
Yes, you do.
But no, I really don't feel different. I just like that.
Right.
You're here. 'Cause we never lived together, so
Right.
now you're here. He was trying
Yeah.
to get his stuff acclimated into my place, and
Right.
just if y'all could just keep us in your prayers so we can find us a beautiful forever home that we both can agree on.
Because we are looking.
And yeah, it's just so hard, because once we find something, somebody come and snatch it up, or something he like I don't like, or something I like he don't like. So
Right.
just pray that we will come together. We can find us a beautiful.
Oh, we'll
forever
find
home.
something. I'm not
So,
worried about that. You know, that's going to happen.
Yeah,
So we'll be okay as far as that.
but other than that,
But yeah, that's a major change, y'all.
we're hitched.
We are hitched at it. We're joined at the hip. Well, people thought we were joined at the hip anyway, because like everywhere she goes, I'm there, and vice versa. So you know, and like I said, I'm over here most of the time anyway. It ain't like I have an apartment. I have a place I stay at, and I keep my stuff.
Right.
That's-
It's just storage unit.
That's pretty much it. It's a live-in storage unit. That's pretty much what that is. So you know, but anyway, but yeah, it was all good, y'all.
Right.
It really was.
Beautiful. Even though it was a cold day,
It was, yeah.
it was a beautiful day.
It didn't start out cold,
Family and friends
Oh,
came
yeah.
out and joined us.
and we appreciate them for coming out.
Which, as you can see, one of the pictures. And the judge that married us, she is a former high school alumni. So that's what tied it all in together.
Right.
Shout out to Wilma Hutchins High School, Hutchins, Texas.
Hello.
And so it was, like I said, I couldn't planned it any better than,
Right.
or dreamt it any better. So I'm just grateful and thankful.
And I was talking to my brother-in-law, Mike. I said, man, I feel kind of out of place. He said, why is that? I said, because everybody here went to an HBCU except me.
Right.
Everybody there went to an HBCU except for me.
That's right.
I'm the only eyeball.
Yep. HBCU, Woodwood.
Yes, indeed. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all.
Not at all.
So I applaud HBCUs, man.
Absolutely.
They put out some pretty good people.
Oh yes, they did.
They really did. They sure did. They put out some really good folks. But anyway, let's get back.
So how have you been doing though? Other than that, you been good? Work been good?
Babe, I've been good. I've been good, man. I mean,
I know you've been busy at work.
Oh man, yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I know you hate getting up on them cold mornings.
You ain't lying.
Thank God I work from home.
Yep.
Shout out.
She ain't got to rub it in though, y'all.
Well, yeah, we're good.
But yeah, that's about it, man. Other than work and the big change that we both experienced, that's about it, man. I mean, nothing really major. Yeah, same old.
Good.
Same old. And y'all, we got a lot to talk about today.
Absolutely, we've missed a lot. We're gonna try to go back and reach back and bring some stuff from back then to now.
Yep.
So yeah, just be patient with us. Yeah, be patient because we have a lot to talk about.
We have a whole lot to talk about.
Some
man.
good, some bad. Some be like, what the?
Exactly. Yeah, we got them WTF moments. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got some of those. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with my favorite part of the show. Books every black person should read at least once in their lifetime. I'm going to go ahead and wait for Brother Malcolm and Mr. and Sister Betty to come up here. And we'll get started because I love that picture of Malcolm reading to his daughters. That's beautiful. So, but anyway, yeah, we got some good ones, man. And this first book I'm going to talk about is one I just recently read. The book was written in 2002. And believe it or not, I never knew about it. And the book is entitled, of course, Nigger. The Strange Career of a Troublesome Word, written by a man named Randall Kennedy. I'm sorry, I got his last name wrong. This book pretty much breaks down the origin of the word and how it got acclimated into American culture. Good book. It really is. It's a short read. It's only like about a little over 200 pages, but short read. Very interesting. I got his take on the situation. He agrees with me. He thinks the word should be obliterated. You got a lot of people out there that think that overuse of that particular word will kill the meaning, which it doesn't. If you use the word over and over and over again, the meaning is strengthened. So, I mean, and the reason why I picked this book to talk about today on this show is because it ties into the subject. So I want everybody to definitely get that book. I got the hardcover edition. There's a soft cover edition that's a whole lot cheaper. So definitely get this is the hardcover right here that I got pictured on the screen. But definitely get the soft cover edition if you don't want to buy the hardcover. But that's the one that I saw that was available. So guess what? I grabbed it. And my wife, I can call her that now. And my wife can tell you, man, if I go into a bookstore, I'll stay there all day.
Yeah.
I will. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, I'm not saying negative, but yeah, he can. He really can.
Yeah, I love to read. I mean, I love books, but I will, man. I'll go in there, man.
What's your famous quote? Put in the book what?
Hey, man, if you want to hide something from me, don't put it in the book. Don't put it in the book, because I'm going to read it. So, but anyway, get that book, y'all. Plain and simple. Another book that people might need to get is another book that I just recently read. It's called Systemic Racism 101, a visual history of the impact of racism in America, written by this group called Living Cities. Good jump off point for people that don't understand what systemic racism is. This breaks it down. It breaks it down from the beginning of how it started up until now. So this is a really, really, really good read for those of you, for children especially. It's really child friendly. This book is really child friendly, so you can give this book to an 11-year-old and they'll understand it.
Okay.
So definitely get this book at the jump off point to understand what systemic racism is. Because there's a lot of people out there that think that systemic racism exists, but guess what?
You said children, there's some grown people who don't even know.
Exactly, and this book breaks it down.
Right.
So definitely get this book. It's a good read. It's a good read. Okay, next book. I think this is the last one, I think. Foundational Black American Race Baiter by Tariq Nasheed, who has lots of documentaries that me and my wife have actually looked at. Right. The Hidden Color series, the Buck Breaking movie, he did those. And this book basically talks about his journey to understanding systemic racism. It's a really good read. Another short read. You can read this if you read like I do. If I take that back, if you read like me and this lady does, you'll finish this book in about a week, give or take. Good book though. It's a really good book.
Is this new?
Yeah, it's fairly new. He wrote it. He started writing it a year ago. He finished it. He finished it the latter part of last year and put it out.
He wrote it during COVID. Wow.
Yep, he wrote it during COVID. So, good book though. Definitely a good book. So definitely go out there and read that. Get that if you don't already have it. I was gonna get a signed copy of this book directly from his website, but he was sold out.
Wow.
So get this book, y'all. Hopefully we'll be able to see him one day and not just take the book up there and say, "Hey, Tariq, sign it."
Right.
He'll sign it, man, because he's a real approachable cat.
Oh, good.
So good book, y'all. Get this book. Definitely get it. So that's all the books that I got, babe.
Okay. Well, with that being said, I hope everyone will lend an ear.
Yeah.
Open-minded.
Yeah.
The show is called Melanated Thoughts. These are our thoughts.
Yep.
You all have a thought.
Yep. God gave you a brain. Use it.
Right. So let's all, put it to focus. And I'm going to go ahead and give out the podcast number. So if there's anything you would like to call in and discuss, you already have the number.
Yep.
469-638
Yep.
3459.
I haven't opened the phone lines up yet, but when
Not
I do,
yet. Just wait till we open the phone. Just give you the number now so you can have it on speed dial. So you can put that button and call in and let us know your thoughts on anything we discussed,
right,
or anything that we haven't discussed.
That's right.
469-638-3459.
And we're always looking for new show ideas, y'all. We really are.
Absolutely.
So if you come up with a show idea that has anything to do with uplifting and educating black people, by all means, shoot it to us. We'll look at it. I promise you we will.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with them talking about Kanye West going crazy about Kim Kardashian. I'm trying to piss him off, y'all. He don't listen. But with that being said, let's hop into these topics.
Okay, we got some current events. Lots of them.
Let's just start from let's start from the first of the year. I'm sure everybody have been sleeping on the rock. You heard about the January 6th insurrection, which was a year ago.
Right.
Which made a year this year. I really don't think no one has ever been convicted.
They haven't been.
I don't think anyone has ever been arrested.
They
think they have been arrested. I don't think they served any time.
Right.
Not no real time anyway.
They be getting slaps on the wrist.
And now they're trying to just say like the whole thing just need to be washed under the rug. What say you, Mr. Parker?
You know how I feel about that situation. I call bullshit on it.
It just amazes me when things happen with a major group of others.
Yeah.
It just needs to be swept under the rug.
By others, she means white people.
But when it's a group of melanin, it is tackled down and it is brought to justice immediately.
By melanated people, she means black people.
Right. So I can't fathom that. Why is it taking so long?
I told you, man. I've always said it. They got the complexion but the connection for the protection. Let's just be real about the situation. You know why.
Which rolls us into this next story. Of course, you guys know no justice has been made for Breonna Taylor.
Nope.
This past week, February 26th, marked the 10th anniversary of Trayvon Martin's case. Yep. And now they're telling me that the Tamir Rice, I'm going to let you speak on this one, mister. They're not going to reopen it, the case. I'm a little confused on why, but here we are again. Is that the complexion for the complexion? How you said the what?
The complexion with the connection for the protection.
So why wouldn't they open up this case? Because it's evidently what it is.
Well, you have
his death is what it is.
You have a 12-year-old boy that was playing in an alley. He was playing. He wasn't causing any problems.
Nope. No, not at all.
Somebody called the police on him for some dumbass reason.
Making up too much noise.
Yeah, making up too much noise for whatever. He's a child. That's what children do.
Talking about making up noise. I ain't calling these over here. Get these over here.
Man.
You done experienced it, right?
No doubt about it.
They won't get off the sidewalk. You got to walk around them.
Oh, yeah. No respect whatsoever.
None.
They have no respect for authority,
Right.
but you know that's
But that shouldn't constitute me coming up here and snapping them out one by one over the balcony.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah.
right. And so this little boy was playing with a toy gun.
Right.
Now the cop that shot him, from what I understand, off of no warning, he just blasted him for no reason. To me, that sounds like murder. I don't care what anybody says. There is no justification for that.
Sounds like that is. Man.
I mean, you know, my grandfather always told me if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, 9 times out of 10, you got a what?
It's a daffy.
Thank you.
It's a daffy duck.
You're absolutely right. So, you know, my whole deal is this right here. Why would you not open that case back up? There's got to be a reason why you don't want to open that case up. But I know why.
Okay. Because
So-
I was going to read what they said in the paper.
Go ahead and say what they said. in
Which
the
I
paper.
think is so messed up. That's the polite word I can use. Messed up. The Justice Department has said it will not reopen the federal investigation into the 2014 death of 12-year-old Tamir Rice, who was shot to death by Cleveland police.
Right.
Notifying Tamir's mother after. They're going to tell her after she had participated in a federal training event for state prosecutors
Right.
on investigating police misconduct.
Right.
So after she done went through this, she's finna testify, give her opinion on the misconduct of the police department. Now all of a sudden they don't want to open the case. What?
I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Marvin said he'll be on in a minute.
Okay.
I just don't understand why you would close this case. I don't get it. I mean, I'm not getting it. I know why they closed the case because the cop that shot him was one of them, and by one of them I mean white. Because if Tamir Rice was little Tommy Patakowitz or whatever from down the block, it would have been a whole different story.
Right. Well, they are trying to attribute it to the Ahmaud Arbery case, you know, because once his case came to justice, Georgia brought into law this civil rights group law that, you know, plea deals on hate crime cannot be charged.
Right.
So I'm thinking they trying to tie the two cases together.
Yeah.
Which is sickening.
Yep.
Because it's two different things, two different platforms. But regardless, it is a black person laying in the grave 6 feet, and another person is still walking around free.
Yep.
So twist it how they want to twist it. It's still there is no justice in that, at all.
No, just you know, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. There's no justification for not opening up this case again and retrying this case. That's bullshit.
Yep.
I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's bullshit.
Trayvon Martin 10 years, nothing. Breonna Taylor, nothing. Where do we go, guys? Where do we go? But on the flip side of that, the 3 officers that shot George Floyd, they going down. 3 ex-Minneapolis police officers guilty of violating George Floyd's civil rights. And what I understand, this is what got me, you know, y'all know I love me some CNN, and my boy is Don Lemon.
Right.
I was looking at his program the other night, and they had George Floyd's brother on there.
Yeah.
And he brought up a good point. How is it that Derek Chauvin, the officer who actually had his knee on George's neck, I think he's getting 12 years, 14 years?
Yeah, he got 22 or something like that, but he'll be out in 10.
Yeah, he's not gonna serve.
Yeah, he'll be out by 8 or 10.
But the 3 officers that were just standing around with their hands in the pocket, they're trying to give them life. How does that work? How does what? Yeah, they trying to give them all 3. They trying to give them life. And
well,
they just stand there with their hands in their pocket.
Well, I don't know why they're getting them. I mean, they deserve life. I'm just gonna be real.
All of them do.
I mean, but Derek Chauvin deserves life as well.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
So because he's the one. With that being said, all of them need life.
Oh yeah. I mean, Felonious, which is George's brother, he was, you know, he was ecstatic. He said it was a good day, but a sad day. You know, he said it's still, even though it came out this way, it's still no accountability. It's still no accountability, and I agree with him. It's like, it can never be justified because he can't get George back.
Right. George is gone, man.
Gone.
There's no coming back from that.
He's gone.
He's gone. He's 6 feet under.
And I doubt it. I mean, even though they trying to give these 3 guys life, I doubt they get it.
Nah, I doubt they'll get it too. More likely than not, they'll probably get
They'll
like
keep pushing the case back, push the case back, and down.
more likely than not. Probably what they end up doing is giving them probably the same amount of time that they gave Derek Chauvin, if not less time.
I was just gonna say, if not less.
More likely than not, they'll probably get less time. It'll be nice for them to get life. I ain't gonna even lie. It'd be real nice for them to get life, but I can't really see that happening.
Right. But what I say always, we just gotta keep it in prayer. I mean, we are getting some justice,
Right.
but we gotta keep praying because along the way, in our absence, I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm pretty sure you have. There has been another no-knock shooting.
Yep.
Little 19-year-old Amir Locke simply laying on his couch sleeping. The Minneapolis. Here we go in Minneapolis again.
What the hell is going on in Minnesota?
I know,
Is there something in the water? I mean, damn.
It's like I'm sorry, he's 22. He's 22 years. I'm sorry. Amir Locke is 22. He said he had fell asleep on the couch because he had been up playing video games.
That could have been me.
And they said, but when I looked at the camera, I saw them use a key to go into the young man's apartment. And I didn't hear them say nothing about they said police or something, but they said they thought they saw him pull his gun, which made an officer pull his gun. But why did you shoot him 3 times? I don't get that. But he passed away. And here we are with another no-knock situation. It was so funny, the same judge that signed off on the Breonna Taylor case and the Derek Chauvin is the same. I mean, so you done had these 3 previous no-knock situations, judge. Why would you sign off on another one? So obviously he's not getting it either. I would have told him,
wow.
Are you sure? Are you sure this is the right place? This is the right address? But obviously he must just sign his name, and here we are in another situation.
Exactly. And that's the messed up part about this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the how many no-knock murders are you going to see before somebody says something?
Mm-hmm. And of course our boy Ben Crump is all on this one as well.
Of course, man. He sees a paycheck.
Oh no. I think he's making us aware of what's going on, because if it wasn't for him, would you think we would have really heard about this case? Would they try to shove it under the rug? Because again, Minneapolis is in the news for shooting a black man.
Well, I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. But I'm just saying from what I see about Ben Crump. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm human. I'm allowed to be wrong.
Yeah, that's your opinion. Yeah, you're right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just my personal opinion of Benjamin Crump. I don't think that he's on the up and up, because every time you see a high profile case, he's the first person there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, come on now. He sees a paycheck and a publicity opportunity. In my opinion, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do agree. His family is devastated. I love how strong his mom is standing in her conviction. She speaks very highly of her son.
Right.
The whole family speaks highly of him. But we must realize, guys, that in the end, this is another innocent young man of a raid gone terribly wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, keep him prayed up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I was just saying, I said, well, nothing has been going on. I think it's been about, 6 months? And here we are going through the same thing again.
The same thing with a different person. Come on, man. And that's sad. We shouldn't be going through that at all.
Not at all. But what do you do? Honestly, what do you do in a situation like that? I mean, do you...
Honestly...
we have the Black Lives Movement. We have the marches. We have the protests. We trying to get the bill signed, but here we are every other month.
We have to hold the people that are responsible accountable.
And who are they?
That's the police. Plain and simple. That's the reason why people are saying defund the police.
I was just going to say, so do you believe in that? Do you think that should be justified and actually happen?
If you really want to get somebody's attention, you hit them in the wallet. You start taking their money away from them, you'll get their attention then. So that's why I support the defund the police movement. By all means do. Am I saying eradicate the police force? No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is this right here. If these police officers are going to go out and commit these atrocities, then yes, they need to be punished for it. Because if you were a civilian and you did that shit, you'd be in prison. Am I right or wrong?
That's true. But let me play devil's advocate. When something happened, who do you call? You call the police.
You call the police, which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
because their job is to protect and serve.
True.
But how they
But
protect?
if you defund the police, you probably won't have a strong staff. You probably take an hour for somebody to come, and when they come, they probably so tired they don't take a really good investigative report, and they half-ass do their job. Then what?
They have fast doing their job now. So what difference would it make?
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
They are. I mean, because you got to think about this: when you shoot somebody without provocation,
Yeah, you're right.
and that doesn't have anything to do with any training or whatever. It doesn't have anything to do with that. This man was laying in his bed, chilling
On the couch.
on the couch. Like I said, you know I play video games. That could have been me.
Yeah. All day, every day.
So come on now, that's not fair. And then he doesn't. Nothing happens to him. Come on.
So far, no. I think he's been suspended, but he's been suspended with pay.
Of course. He ain't been fired. He's just been suspended.
Yep. Which is,
Yeah.
So that brings me to the next story.
Okay.
Of a previous case.
Okay.
Officer Kim Porter,
Oh no.
who got convicted of killing probably my cousin Dante Wright. If we did our history, he's probably my lineage somewhere.
Yeah, probably so.
And she only got 2 years in prison.
That's a slap on the wrist.
Now, if everybody forgot this story, this is the cop that pulled her taser she pulled her gun
Instead of a taser.
Instead of her taser.
Now, I know quite a few cops.
Mm-hmm.
I know quite a few cops. As a matter of fact, I know a cop that has a famous sister. Okay. Tisha Campbell's brother. I know him.
Oh, that's right. She has mentioned that.
Yeah, her brother's a cop in
Yeah.
Oklahoma City. I know
Yeah.
him personally.
Oh, really?
I know him personally.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Excuse me. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
my first time
I know him
hearing that.
personally. Yeah, I know him personally. I know a lot of cops. I know a lot of former cops. And they all told me the same thing. When it comes to your firearm and your taser, they're on opposite sides, and you should know which side what's on. Which side what weapon is on.
Oh, yeah.
Now, she claimed she thought she was pulling her taser out. Now, the taser has a different grip than a pistol.
Let's just start with the color.
That's number one. And number two, that taser is what? Neon yellow?
Yep.
She didn't see that?
Well, let's just give her, benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
She was training.
She was training who?
A young rookie officer was on the route with her. She was training a rookie officer. Let's just say Dante was getting the best of her, so she wanted to flex her flex. And let's just keep it 100. Excessive force, now he's gone.
Yeah.
Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I don't know what was in that lady's head, but when I saw the difference between the weight of the taser, the weight of the gun, the color of the taser, the color of the gun, I know we all can make mistakes. I made a mistake today, but did you really have to pull anything?
No, you didn't.
I mean, let's just start there. Did you really have to pull
He was
taser,
already-
gun, or anything?
He was already giving up, so I don't see what the problem was.
But like I said, I think he must have got the best of her. And of course, let's just say she was embarrassed because, like I said, she was training on the job. And now Mr. Wright is, God rest his soul. But 2 years, you think that's enough?
No, that's not no time at all, because like I said, basically she just got a slap on the wrist because she won't even spend the whole 2 years in jail. She will be out in 10 months. She will be out in 10 months.
Yeah, because they said she's already did some time, sir. Yeah.
Exactly. She'll be out in 10 months. So that's not any time.
Oh, but I did see this one commentator which just made me laugh. Ha 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 ha. Well, guys, you have to look at it like this. When Miss Porter get out of jail, she will no longer be an officer. She will no longer be able to carry a firearm, and her name will be blasted around the world forever. Okay, but Dante cannot come back.
Exactly.
Dante has a child that probably won't even remember him.
Nope.
His parents are going to be devastated because what parent wants to lose a child before they do?
Yep.
Let's just start there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry for Miss Porter, but those are the consequences. When you do things, there got to be a yin and a yang.
Yeah.
So
You gotta pay for your crimes, man. I mean, that's a given.
I don't know. just 2 years. In my
That's
heart
not
of
enough
heart, it's
time, man.
Not enough time.
That's not enough time. I agree with you on that one. So to her,
I feel you.
yeah,
I just don't think that's justifiable at all. I feel so sorry because the judge started, Miss Porter started talking to the family and she was crying and she was wholeheartedly trying to apologize. And then the judge started crying when she was, talking about her sentencing. But then the mother, who is also a white lady,
yeah,
and she, after the fact, gave a press conference. She said, well, everybody was justifying the white lady tears. She said, I'm a white lady, and it was my son. That was deep.
yeah, but she had that nigga baby.
Well,
let's just be honest.
well, which
and that's
is
how they
sad.
see it.
Exactly.
And that's exactly how they see it.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they see it. She had the nigga baby, so she betrayed the race.
Yeah. Unbelievable, ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, and then here's another story. Hopefully, it will be. Again, we did the marching and the protesting.
Right.
2 15-year-olds got into it in a New Jersey mall.
Oh man.
Yeah. Let me take that back. One was 15, one was 14. If you saw the picture of it, it was a white boy and a black boy. The white boy was huge.
Yeah.
He stood like a giant over the little 15-year-old.
Okay.
But when I tell you that little 15-year-old gave him the work, he gave him the business.
Man, he put the power. He put the fist of Ogun on him.
He put them hands on him.
He put them paws on him.
Right. But when the police came, they shoved the white boy onto the couch and threw the little black boy onto the ground and was treating him in another episode of the George Floyd case.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they was arrested in the first place, and why did they arrest the young black man and not the white boy? Because when the officers came, people was clearly saying it wasn't him, it wasn't him, it was him. They was pointing toward the white boy,
right,
who was just chillaxing on the couch,
right,
while they had the black boy facing the floor, knee on the neck, arresting him.
Again, complexion with the connection for the protection. This is a classic case of white privilege. So you got this huge white boy,
huge,
that probably towered over bruh man.
He did.
Bruh man put the fist of Ogun on it.
He did that.
For those of you who don't know who Ogun is a Yoruba god. He's a Yoruba god of war and metal, known for kicking asses and taking names. A very powerful god. Okay, so that's why I say he put the fist of Ogun on his ass. So when that big burly ass white boy was trying to punk out bruh man wasn't having it, and he got that work. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So when he got that work,
he kept saying, "Go on, man, go on now, go on now." He kept telling him, you don't want this.
This ain't what you want.
This is what you want, exactly. But that white boy, I guess he was trying to I'm big, I'm tall, I'm tough.
Oh yeah, most people do think that. Most people do think that when they see a little guy like myself, they say, "Oh, we can take him." But then when that little guy give him that work, it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what happened, because he thought he could punk old boy out, and he didn't. He got his ass whooped. And when he was getting his ass whooped, the police jumped in and was to the rescue. Oh, we got to save our little white kids.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened.
And of course, again, our boy Benjamin Crump.
Oh, Lord.
Is the attorney on the case. And I kind of agree with what he said. He had made a statement saying that the black youth, was no more of a threat to the officers than the white teen was, who actually fought with them. The white teenager fought with the police officer.
Of course he did.
But they were just kind of subdued. He calm down. But with the black kid, they just pretty much...
That shouldn't surprise anybody.
Need him in the neck and
you know what?
Talking crazy.
That does not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
When I hear people saying stuff like they need to stop resisting arrest, that brother man wasn't resisting arrest. I saw the video. He was not resisting anybody. And again, like you said, the white boy, he was actually fighting the police.
He was.
No bullet holes or nothing, huh?
Nope. No tasing.
No tasing.
No nothing on the
floor. No bloody
Nothing.
nose. They didn't beat him with a wet noodle. Nothing. I mean, come on.
And here's another statement that I agree with Benjamin Crump. He said, this is another example of the kind of racial bias that we need to root out of the police system. What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Now, to give him a ding on that.
Okay.
I agree with Benjamin Crump on that. I mean, some things he sounded like.
I give credit where credit's due. I give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. He's mighty right about that.
I give credit where credit's due. So, you know, I agree with him on that. But, you know.
Wow. That's crazy. He talking about, Rocky. You ain't gonna get the best of me, Rocky.
Yeah, he kicked Rocky's ass, didn't he?
Because he's like, his dad is, I think, Pakistani or something. So he has that blood. Mm-hmm. All right, so speaking of Breonna Taylor.
Okay.
Here's another story that's disgusting.
Oh, damn.
Breonna Taylor's mother and sister was escorted out of the courthouse building for wearing a jacket with their daughter and sister's face during the trial of officer involved in Breonna's slaying. Yeah.
So they got escorted out of a courtroom just for wearing...
just her face on the shirt, on the back of the shirt. They weren't saying anything. They weren't fussing. They weren't hollering. They were just a picture on the back of a shirt.
Wow.
Now, if that ain't some bias, I don't know what is.
I think the reason why, and this is just me talking, I think the reason why they probably escorted them out of the building with those shirts and jackets on, which they shouldn't have. No. They were just showing their support for their loved one that is no longer here anymore.
Exactly.
But I think the judge was thinking along the lines that if they didn't want the jury to be sympathetic towards the niggas. Let's just be honest about the situation. That's pretty much what it is. They didn't want their sympathy to be biased.
Well, let me play devil's advocate.
That's what it was. Go ahead.
The sister was holding up a tie-dye shirt.
Okay.
That had Breonna's face on it.
Okay.
And the wording, the caption on the shirt read, "Arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor."
Okay. What's wrong with that?
I have no idea. So somewhere along the line, by her holding that shirt up, offended somebody, and they got kicked out.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, what justification does that serve?
None.
The mother and the sister. I thought we were getting better as a country.
No.
With so much going on, all this back and forth, race relations, I just thought, all these Karens and Kens and, I thought we were going to try to get better, to try to, put a cap on some of this. But it's like we're taking a turn for the rest.
You know what? I've always said this, and I'll continue to say it. I'm going to say it again. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Okay? So, you got to think about this. They are banning books from the library, which I think is utterly stupid.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my other topics. What do you think about all these books they trying to ban?
Right. Oh, don't worry. We'll talk about that in a minute. Is that your next subject?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about that in a few seconds.
Yeah.
But when you get to the point to where you are banned, where you are hindering someone from reading something out of a book
that's been around for years.
That's been around for years, mind you.
Yeah.
Just because you don't like some of the wording inside the book, there's something wrong with American society. There's something wrong with your society, period. Not just American society, but any society that does that. When you start trying to edit someone's opinion of whatever it is that you want to edit someone's opinion on.
That's right.
And it's the same deal with this case.
The mother was wearing a jacket that says Breonna Taylor, say her name.
Say her name.
And the sister was just holding up a shirt that said arrest the cop. I mean, I don't see what the problem.
There is no problem.
I don't see the problem at all.
There's only a problem if they make it a problem.
But they just weren't kicked out the courtroom. They was kicked out the entire courthouse.
Of course. They didn't want anybody. They didn't want. I'm telling you why they did it. They did it because they didn't want anybody to have any sympathy for Breonna Taylor, because she didn't do anything wrong. She was laying down asleep. That's number one. Number two, the person they were looking for was already in jail and he wasn't even there. Right. So why would you take your ass over there anyway and start some shit? Right. But here's the funny part about that whole case. Those officers that are being charged right now, they're not they're not being charged for the person that they killed. They're being charged for the person that they could have killed. So a wall is getting more justice than the person that was actually killed.
Absolutely. A bullet in a wall is getting and has come to terms and has gotten justice.
Right.
Way before anything has happened with Breonna Taylor.
Yep.
But now that they're up to the point where they have to start justifying justice for Breonna,
yep,
the mothers and the families getting kicked.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's messed up, ain't it?
Very.
Wow.
Very. And speaking of books and taking words out of book, you know, this week is going to be the birthday of Dr. Seuss.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, last year, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Yeah. One of my favorite books growing up.
Right. And, you know, his books start coming out in what, the 20s, 30s or something?
Yeah.
And they trying to go back and denounce some of his books.
Well, and I can understand why, because Dr. Seuss was kind of a racist. He really was. If you look at his history, he was racist.
Well, they did say that he portrayed people in ways that are hurtful and wrong.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But look how long, 20s, and we're in 2022.
I agree.
That's over 100 years.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess justification is justification.
Well, they're gonna find some kind of justification to do whatever they want to do. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've noticed this about white society. They'll move the goalposts in a minute when it comes to them. But when it comes to us, we got to go by the letter.
Just like that Charlie Brown.
Exactly.
Come on, Charlie Brown.
Exactly. That's why I keep on telling people there's two sets of laws. There's a law they have for us and a law they have for them. Now, I challenge anybody out there that's listening to this program or is going to listen to the playback of this. I challenge anybody to prove me wrong. There's two sets of laws out there.
Oh, yeah.
Prove me wrong.
And it's, you know, back in the day, it wasn't prevalent, but it's like blatant.
It's blatant now. It's
blatant
more blatant now than it has been.
Definitely.
And that's sad.
Very.
And it shouldn't even be like that. It really shouldn't.
Well, here's another story that you brought to my attention. There's a Black history teacher that is trying to teach kids, I guess, through a different avenue of TikTok.
Yes.
About CRT. And if you guys don't know what CRT means, it's critical race theory.
He's going around it.
Right. He's going, because I don't think, how of a sudden, we talked about this on the show before.
Right.
How of a sudden the hype for critical race theory takes such a platform that it has, and it's not getting taught in any schools. So how did this
think about this. Well, think about this. Well, think about this, babe. And you know this to be true yourself. Is it a governor's race going on right now in Texas? Mm-hmm. You got two candidates, and the first thing out of their mouth is, okay, this person wants critical race theory in the schools, this person doesn't. That's the main subject that they keep talking about. Mm-hmm. Okay, now you know how I feel about the whole critical race theory BS. I think it's bullshit because there's nothing theoretical about history, either happened or it didn't. But the reason why they don't want critical race theory taught in the schools is because they don't want white people to feel ashamed about what they did to not just black people but other groups of people in the United States. They don't want them to feel guilty about that. And that's the problem. Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have did it.
Wow.
If you don't want to feel guilty about something, don't do something stupid.
Right.
So what are we supposed to do about that? If you feel guilty about slavery, then that's on you.
Right.
It's a part of American history. Teach it.
Well, I do agree what he said. His name is Mr. Krim. He said, I have kids that come to me and say, hey, Mr. Krim, is this true?
Yeah.
They're learning on TikTok already, and we have to meet them where they are on social media.
And I agree with that.
Period. And show them how to fact check things and validate a source.
Yeah.
You're banning books, but then these Kindles and these YouTube channels are showing them things different.
Hello. So all I got to say about that, brother, is this right here.
Clap, 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 clap.
Kudos to you, my brother. Because
let me give him a little credit. His name is Ernest Krim III, and he's a 12th year teacher of history at the Juliet Township High School in Juliet, Illinois.
Give that man his props. Give that man his props. By all means, brother. Hey,
and for him to think outside the box and still reach out to the kids.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing right there. I mean, he's meeting them on their own platform.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty sure if he probably would have tried to bring this into his classroom, some parent would have gave him some kind of pushback. Don't be teaching my kid. I think
Oh,
this
yeah.
has happened before. This is when all this CRT came up before.
Yep.
When a teacher was like, one parent had pulled their kids all the way out to school, went to a whole nother state.
Oh yeah, sure
because
did.
they didn't want
I
their
remember
child
that.
getting taught
I remember
this.
that.
So
I remember that
it's
story.
like,
I remember that story.
Kudos to Mr. Krim for thinking outside the box and giving them another avenue to learn what is truly Black history.
Now-
But that's not even say Black. It's just history. Period.
That's pretty much what Black history is. It's history.
Right.
Now, how many times have you came up to me and asked me if I give you a Black history fact, babe, is that true?
Mm-hmm.
And I told you look it up for yourself, and you look it up for yourself and said, "Damn, it is true."
Mm-hmm.
See? So what's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm.
He's teaching them to look things up.
Right. Absolutely.
Don't just take. And I tell people all the time whenever I give Black history facts on this show, don't take my word for it. Look it up for yourself.
Look it up. And that's pretty much the same thing he's saying. Kudos to Black history. We got one more day, which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And, technically, even though Black History Month is February, the shortest month of the year,
Of course.
every day is Black History. And I know you live your life like that, which is so encouraging to
Right,
me.
right.
And that's what I love. That's part of what I love about you. You practice Black history every day.
Yes, indeed.
So I think it's time, no matter what your melanin color is, your background, your pedigree, learn what history come from. Because
I agree.
you're thinking a lot of the things in this world, just simple things, it was made by a melanin brother.
I keep telling people, man,
Yeah.
and here I go with another book. There's another book out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Lies. My teacher told me, get that book. It will debunk most of the BS that you were taught in school. And you will see that most of that history is Black. If most of it, if not all of it, is Black.
Right.
By all means, get that book, y'all. And there's another book out, man. What's I forgot the name of it that quick. Dirty Little Secrets by Dr. Claude Anderson. There's two volumes to that book. There's Dirty Little Secrets, and there's another book that his son helped him write called More Dirty Little Secrets. I get it out in a minute. I'm studying like Roland Martin now.
No.
But anyway,
row. Don't do row like that.
Oh yeah, I can't stand him. But anyway,
I know.
Dirty Little Secrets and More Dirty Little Secrets. Yeah, those books by Claude Anderson. Those are really good jump off points about Black history. And again, that book that I just told people about earlier, Systemic Racism 101. That's a jump off point for history. Definitely get those books, man. So that way you'll know your history. Because like I told people all the time, man, Black history is everybody's. It's world history. Because that's why white people only go back so far when it comes to history, because the further back they go, the blacker history gets. So, there's that.
Well, here's another story. I know it might offend some people, but I just thought it needed to be spoke about.
Okay.
A preschool in Boston, Massachusetts.
Not Beantown.
Beantown was shut down after celebrating Black History Month by having the toddlers dress up in blackface, and the lunch menu served fried chicken. That's not funny, but the way they try to make a big deal out of it, and then when they asked the principal, they said, well, you need to go talk to the cook because the cook is Black.
So
I'm okay, I said that wrong. He said you need to go ask the cook because the cook is African American. Yeah, quote unquote. Let's just start with dressing the kids up in blackface to teach them about Black history. Did they have to dress up in blackface to learn Black history? And did it just coincide that it was fried chicken day when they had the blackface on? I mean, I have questions.
Well,
I have questions.
Well, the stereotype is Black people love fried chicken.
Of course.
I know I do. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here in front, because you of all people know I love fried chicken.
I can take it. It depends on if I'm just hungry.
So I'm not gonna sit up here and say that fried chicken is a bad thing.
Not at all. So it's a beautiful thing.
Again, I like fried chicken, but the blackface. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Well, the teacher did try to justify. She said she wanted the toddlers to research the curriculum for themselves and get a real feel of how it was, so they could, obtain the Black history moment that she was teaching.
But
them.
blackface, so babe.
They had to look like what was in the book. And in the book, if the picture's black and white, they had to look like what was in the book.
Come on, man.
But the fried
I would have got offended myself.
Yeah.
Damn, now I'm coughing. I would have got offended myself.
Yeah. When I read that story, I'm like, okay, somebody got to hear it. Ain't nobody gonna believe me. But that's Boston, Massachusetts.
Beantown.
That's what they said.
Wow.
And here's another. I think you and I talk about this, but I would like to bring it on. I think I mentioned to you. You hear about the TV anchor who wore an African pendant on the news?
Oh.
And I want to talk about that because I know you wear your ankh and things like that, and I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And some of the viewers wrote into the show to tell her, we know you from Africa and you're proud of being an African American, but also be proud of being American.
Okay.
Her name is Sharice Gibson.
Now,
and she's in New Orleans.
Now, again, just like my wife just said, man, I wear every so often I wear my ankh, and I used to have an African pendant that I used to wear all the time until it broke, and I have to get me another one.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with celebrating your heritage, because you have people out here that will wear like a 4-leaf clover to celebrate their Irish heritage. You got people out here that will wear a cross because they are proud of being a Christian.
Yeah, I wear a cross.
You wear a cross all the time because you're proud of being a Christian. Nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, I applaud it. I wear my African pendant when I had it because I'm proud of my African heritage. I wear the ankh because, again, that's African as well. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with somebody being proud of where they come from. So why are people, and by people I mean white people, so damn stupid to see to ostracize someone for being proud of their heritage? What's wrong with that?
It was so funny. She's not from Africa. She simply said that it was a small pendant shaped like the African continent on a gold chain. Right. And she said she loved it. It's prominent to her. Right. Like you just said, it means a lot to her. They just took it upon herself saying, you from Africa, be proud to be American. No, she's not from Africa. It just a pendant that she has relatable.
Yeah, she can relate to it.
Yeah, just like you just said that you can relate to your aunt and your, I don't know, see how people just took that and flipped it? Yeah. Just flipped it somewhere else.
Yeah. That's usually how it works. So.
She's a native of New Orleans and says that her family is from Louisiana, St. John, the Baptist Parish, and from Mississippi. Now, one time did this lady say she was from Africa.
Right. But just because she wore the African pendant, all of a sudden she's African.
I'm pretty sure she can trace her ancestry back to Africa.
Oh, all people. Oh, yeah, a lot of people can.
And if I ever get a continent necklace shaped like Africa, I will rock it too.
Heck yeah.
So that's why I said people just need to get out of people's business.
I agree with you on that.
What's wrong with America now? Y'all worried about the wrong thing.
I agree.
Which brings me to this next story. Please, y'all, continue to pray for Ukraine because we got a bully over there in Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Who done lost his mind.
Putin.
And if y'all think about it, that can be us. Because Putin. He don't like y'all no way. When
no.
I mean y'all, I mean
Americans.
America. He don't like Americans no way. Because he done told y'all his best friend is Trump. Now, if somebody say Trump is his best friend, he ain't playing with a full deck of cards.
Man, if somebody sits up here and tells you, like Herschel Walker, if somebody sits up here and tells you that Trump is their best friend, man, you need to watch out for that. That's not a good thing.
Not at all. So y'all just keep them in prayer. That can be us.
But then again,
like I said, people gonna say this man is a straight bully.
That's what he is.
Tell me, why did he push the button? Why did he send those troops there to bomb that little bitty town?
Yeah.
Over what? Something a president said?
That's
or something he wanted and they wouldn't give it to him? That's bully.
That's pretty much what you just answered your own question.
That's ridiculous.
You really did. You just answered your own question.
That is utterly ridiculous.
You just answered your own question. I agree with you.
And for that, I call, excuse my language, that's bullshit.
Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. He's just doing it because Russia's big. Let's get
He's
it
doing it because he can.
Yeah, he's doing it because he can.
Doesn't have anything to do with anything else.
Trump. If I was in office, this would never have happened.
Yeah, it would have.
Yes, it would have.
Because you would have justified it.
Because you was riding his like a.
You would swing on his nutsack like Tarzan. Come on, man. You're messing with that shit.
But yeah, let's keep them in prayer, guys, because that could be us any day.
Of course, man.
Because it's going to get bad for us anyway.
It's going to get worse before it gets better.
We get a lot of resources from over there. So our gas going to go up.
Everything's already going up.
Yeah, everything is like high anyway. But
Yep.
can you imagine paying $5 and $6 for a gallon of gas?
For real, man. It's getting to
Not
that
a
level
tank,
now.
a gallon of gas. That's, oh my God. Because this man is a straight bully.
That's what he is.
And just got mad because y'all wouldn't give him something to do something he wanted to do.
That's pretty much it.
I don't get it.
Wow.
Well, moving on to another story that I know you're going to have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
And again, let me put this president out there. These are our melanated thoughts.
Yep.
And we do have opinions about things that's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Parker, Reggio the DJ Blast, what is your opinion on the new bill that was just passed in Florida? It's called the Don't Say Gay bill. It will allow parents to sue LGBTQ-friendly schools for not justifying if their kids are gay. And if you got caught or heard saying the word, you can be fined or jailed. Take your time.
I already know I'm going to get flagged for saying what I'm getting ready to say.
Easy now.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't care what nobody says. You know me. If anybody don't know me by now, you're going to get to know me. So you mean to tell me that I can say nigga all day long?
All day.
I could say nigga from the time I get up. I can say nigga 100 million times on this very podcast. But I can't say gay or faggot once.
Nope.
I already know. I already know.
Repercussion. Yeah.
I already know I'm gonna get flagged for saying just that, and I haven't even called anybody that. But just because I said those two words, this show is gonna get flagged. I know it is. Guess what? I don't give a shit. Flag it. But I don't think it's fair that you can sit up here and call somebody a racial epithet, but you can't call somebody gay. If they're gay, they're gay. How else am I supposed to describe them?
By ma'am or sir.
Okay. But you don't call black people, they call them niggas.
Yeah. Like you stated earlier in the show, baby, it's the complexion for the, what you say?
The complexion with the connection for the protection.
Yeah.
And it's mostly white people that want to do that shit, but it is what it is.
Well, right here in Texas, they trying to get a bill where the trans students have rights like regular students. So it's this little boy, 10, 11 years old, who feeling his spirit, not to knock anybody, like Dwayne Wade's son, who feeling his spirit that he's a little girl now, and he dresses like a little girl. Here come my daughter walking to the restroom to use the restroom, and here come Brian in a dress because he feels like a girl.
Right.
How is that? I mean, what? Yeah. But that's a bill they trying to get passed down here in Texas. And I'm really surprised how many celebrities that I've seen that is signing the petition to get this bill stopped.
Yep. It's a lot of them doing it, man. Because it's not fair for a boy dressing up as a girl to go into the girl's bathroom. That's not cool. Because pretty soon it's going to get to the point to where you're going to have full-grown men dressed as women going into a bathroom with your 10, 11, 12-year-old son. How would you feel about that situation?
Wait a minute. Am I reading this story wrong?
What?
Oh, wait. Texas is trying to make it illegal for transsexuals to have rights. Oh, my bad. They're trying to hit... Okay, the governor of Texas, the attorney general, Ken Paxton, and the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, is trying to eliminate their rights.
So old Ironsides.
Okay.
So Ironsides is trying to.
Okay, well, let me reiterate that. So let me eat my words like Pac-Man. Chomp, 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 like Pac-Man.
Hey, you're human.
He's liking it that by parents allowing their kids, again, famous case, Dwayne Wade, they're saying that when parents let their kids decide on their own sexual orientation, that's child abuse. Wow.
Okay, well.
I totally missed the mark on that one. Now that's a coat of a different color.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Child abuse because I feel like a boy and I dress like a girl? Or that I'm a girl and I feel like a boy and I dress like a boy? That's child abuse? If I go to my mom and say, Mom, I feel like a boy If my mom go out and get me some Timberlands and some jeans, that's child abuse. I'm having a different time.
I'm kind of on the fence about that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the fence about that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you what.
You in somebody's household trying to tell them what to do.
Okay. I'll tell you what, babe. Let's save that before another show.
Yeah,
that's a whole other subject.
That's a whole different. No.
That's a whole other. That's a whole other show by itself.
I'm gonna have to read that one again.
Yeah. That's a whole other show by itself.
But let's go back to the original. That don't say gay. You can go to jail or get fined. That's a little too much.
I agree with you on that one, man.
That's
because
a little too much.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Because gay people want you to know that they're gay. Personally, I could care less.
Right.
I mean, because I don't give a damn who you're sleeping with.
Nope.
That's not my business. That's pretty much what gay means anyway. It means you sleep with the same sex. Okay, that's your business. I don't care.
Right.
Keep that out of my face. I don't need to know all that. That's your business. That's between you and whoever you're sleeping with.
Right. And here's a little story. I want a quick drop right quick before we go into the show's topic.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have heard about Whoopi Goldberg, who got suspended, because I look at The View every morning. And Whoopi Goldberg got suspended because she said the Holocaust was not about race.
Which it was.
But she came back and did a retort and apologized, even though she was suspended for 2 weeks.
She got Nick Cannon.
She got Nick Cannon, and that's cute. So do you think it was about race? That it is about race?
It is about race. It was about race. I mean, because only thing she did was put some misinformation out there, because the Jewish Holocaust was about race. Mm-hmm. It was definitely about race. Mm-hmm. Even though a Jew isn't really a race. It's more of it's not even really an ethnic group, to be honest with you, because if that was the case, you calling yourself a Christian, you could say, I'm not black, I'm a Christian.
Right.
So how can someone that practices Judaism say, I'm not white, I'm a Jew? That's not a race. That's somebody that practices Judaism. I mean, that doesn't make sense. So, but anyway, yes, it's definitely about race.
Well, the statement she made that got her suspended and made this big brouhaha. She said, if you're going to do this, then let's be truthful about it, because the Holocaust isn't about race.
Yeah, it was.
And that set off a snowstorm.
Yeah, it was about race. I mean, I don't know why people even. I don't know why she got suspended for saying that. The only thing she did was put out some misinformation. That's all she did.
And she said it's not about race. It's about man's inhumanity to man. Because 6 million people was killed because of genocide?
Yeah, it was a lot of folks killed in the Jewish Holocaust. Mm-hmm. But the Jewish Holocaust was definitely about race.
So again, to me, that's just like coming into people's household. That was Goldberg's opinion. I know she's on a national platform.
She's a Jew herself.
And that's what I was saying with the last name Goldberg. I mean, I know she probably made that name up, but she has an affinity for something. But now she just can't have an opinion about something. They'll dock your pay.
There are a lot of black Jews out there. Sammy Davis Jr. was a black Jew. So when I hear people, I mean, with her being a Jew, I don't think that with her being Jewish, practicing Judaism, I don't think that she should have been suspended or whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, only thing she did was say something that really wasn't true.
Right. Well, here's a piece of her statement. She said, on today's show, I said the Holocaust is not about race, but about man's inhumanity to man. I should have said it is about both. Jonathan Greenbaum, who is the Anti-Defamation League chair of the Holocaust, said it was about the Nazi systematic annihilation of Jewish people who they deemed to be inferior race.
Right.
She said, I stand corrected. The Jewish people around the world have always had my support, and that will never waver. I'm sorry for the hurt I have caused.
Okay.
That was big of her.
I agree. I mean, I'm not knocking her for that. I mean, but she shouldn't have had to apologize, because about the only thing. Because like I said, the only thing that she ever did basically was put out some misinformation. That's it. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. But yeah, and they made her apologize the way they made Nick Cannon apologize.
Right. What did Nick do? I forgot what he did. He did something like that.
No, Nick just told the truth about Jews. I forgot what the statement was that he said, but basically Nick told the truth.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, he lost a show behind it or something.
Yeah, he got kicked off of Wild 'N Out because of that.
Yeah, and they finally brought it back.
Yeah, because Wild 'N Out was making them money.
Yeah. Well, here's another story that's gonna push your buttons, dear. Hey, you spoke to your friend Kyle Rittenhouse lately?
No, not Killer Kyle.
Killer Kyle. You keep saying that Cal's gonna sue you. Cal said he gonna sue LeBron James, Joe Biden, and Whoopi Goldberg. He's gonna sue Whoopi Goldberg because she called him Killer Cal after the verdict came down that he was innocent. And he's gonna sue LeBron James because LeBron James came on the Twitter and said, "What tears? I don't see one. Man, knock it off." That boy ate some lemon heads before walking into the courtroom. Killer Kyle said that was totally disrespectful, and it broke down his he said it broke down his self-esteem.
Let me say this. Let me say something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the music down for this real quick.
Now, I know you can get a case about everything, but any lawyer that take this case need his ass whoop. I'm just gonna put it out there like
Check
that.
this out, y'all. Killer Kyle. Killer Kyle. Killer Kyle. Killer Kyle. KILLAKYLE. I spelt it out. Killer Kyle. Killer Kyle. Killer Kyle.
Okay.
Killer Kyle.
You gonna get sued.
Oh, I forgot something.
We just got married. I mean,
babe.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. They gonna come get you and sue you. He said any platform that he hear anybody talking negative about him, your name will be added to the lawsuit.
Okay, add it. Killer Kyle. Killer Kyle.
This young man has been in the news. When I tell you, he been doing and saying NT and everything that he wants to say.
Oh yeah.
And nobody is not making him be accountable for the media platform that he has taken.
Killer Kyle.
Jesus. But okay, so situations like this, should we hold him accountable for this action now?
Let me just say this.
Because that is what they say, defamation.
Let me just say this real quick. Everybody knows that Kyle Rittenhouse got away with murder. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know, he got away with murder, literally. So, and the judges helped him out. The lawyers helped him out. The jury helped him out. So, as far as Kyle Rittenhouse is concerned, if you don't want someone to smear your name, stay out of the media. And I agree with LeBron James. Me and you saw that case. We were sitting up here watching it in your apartment, right there on that couch.
Yes, sir.
Did we see one tear come out of his eye?
Not a one.
So what did LeBron James lie about?
Nothing.
And the sad part about it was, and I sit up here and say it, he was looking at the damn jury to make sure they were buying it.
And the judge.
Judge,
you see me?
You see me crying, Judge?
Look at me. Look at my face. Yeah. And I saw that. I said, man, if anybody take this case, any courthouse who let this case come into their courtroom, this world is nuts.
I agree.
It's already crazy, but it would be definitely nuts
Crazy.
if they let somebody take this case to trial.
Crazy and cat shit.
Let's see. We have some more. I have the, we just got over the Olympics.
Yeah.
The Olympics just wrapped, but during the Olympics there was a controversy. Was that last year we talked about Sha'Carri Richardson?
Yep.
And she was almost going to be the next FloJo, if not better than FloJo.
Yep.
And she got suspended for smoking weed.
Yep.
But in this Olympics, there was a Russian figure skater named Kamila. I'm not going to try her last name.
Don't.
Who tested positive for performance enhancing drugs. And she was still allowed to compete. So in this case, Sha'Carri is like, excuse me?
Yeah.
And the story about the Olympic figure, she said that she did not realize that she had been taking anything. Only thing she can think is that she picked up a cup that her grandfather was drinking that possibly had something in it, and she didn't know.
Let me just say this real quick.
So your grandfather drank dope and drugs?
Exactly. Yeah. So your grandfather, so that's what I was getting ready to say. So your grandfather was taking performance enhancing drugs for what? You missed me with that one. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it.
And here, this is another story that can relate to the
complexion with the connection for the protection. So that's all that is to it, man. Because Sha'Carri, she was going through some things when she smoked that joint.
Her mother just died.
Her mother just passed away, and she just found out while she was overseas competing.
one of the interviewers was the one.
Yeah, one of the interviewers was the one that broke it down to
She
her.
had just came off a high from winning, and then he told me, "Well, how do you feel about your mom?" She was like, "What?"
She didn't know.
She did not know.
So she smoked that joint to calm her nerves. Now, last time I checked, and I know a lot of weed heads, you do too.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you saw weed enhance anybody's performance on anything?
None that I know. They make them sleep in, eat a lot.
Thank you.
So I don't know what they were thinking.
This is what they do. They laugh at every damn thing. They eat every damn thing that ain't tied down.
Right.
And they go to sleep.
Yep.
How's that performance enhancing?
I don't know.
But okay.
But have nobody ever said anything or tried to explain it. That's what makes it so sad.
Well, alright then.
Ridiculous.
Alright then.
Moving on. You want to talk about your boy Joe Rogan?
Well, that's the subject of the show anyway.
So let's start him off and lead on into the subject.
Let's go ahead. You know, we are talking about.
If any of y'all have heard about it.
We are talking about Joe Rogan and him saying the N-word. And by N-word, I mean nigga. That's what he was saying.
How you spell it? Do you spell it with the E-R or the A-R?
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the same word, y'all.
That's what I say too.
It's the same damn word. When you know, because I hear people try to justify saying it and talking about I said it with the GA, not the ER at the end.
I didn't stretch the ER.
It don't matter how you said it. It's still the same. It's still the same damn word, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But all I got to say about that is this right here. This isn't the first time that Joe Rogan has said that on his podcast. He has said that on several occasions.
Oh yeah.
Spotify knows this, and they still kept him on because Joe Rogan makes him a crap load of money because he has a big following. He has a big following. I mean, Joe Rogan. We all know Joe Rogan's a racist. Now I hear people say, "No, he can't be a racist. He's married to a black woman." So what does that mean? Nothing. That means absolutely nothing. Thomas Jefferson had how many had black children? And he was racist as hell.
Very.
So you're missing with that. But like I said,
he say he's not racist though. That's what just a little confusing because you're saying this with true conviction. Did he turn around and say, "Well, maybe he don't know what it means, or maybe he don't think
he knows what it means"?
Or, I don't know.
Joe Rogan knows what that word means. Come on, that's bullshit. So anyway. There's a lot of people out there that don't know excuse me, that don't know the origin of that word because the word nigger is derived from the word negro, which is a Greek word which means black or swarthy.
I have a little anecdote here. Let me give me a moment to read this.
Okay.
We know, at least in the history I've looked at, that the word started off as just a descriptor as Negro.
Right. With
no value attached to it.
None.
We know that as early as the 17th century, Negro evolved to nigger, E-R.
Right.
As intentionally derogatory, and it was never and never will been able to shed that baggage.
Exactly.
Then.
Exactly.
Even when black people talk about appropriating and reparations, the poison is still there. The word is intricably linked with violence, brutality, and psychological warfare on black psyches. Right. And derogatory cast on black bodies.
I agree with everything you just said.
No degree of appropriating can rid of that blood-soaked history.
I agree with everything you just said.
So with that being said, why is it still such a big stigma now that people still don't get it, that it is a derogatory word?
Well, again, let me go back to the history of the word. It's derived from the word Negro, like we said. I said this before you even started your little spiel. It's derived from the word Negro, which is a Greek word which means black. Right. Or swarthy. Okay. Now, you hear a lot of people out there. Now, one of my favorite MCs everybody knows is KRS-One. Now, KRS-One is trying to say that the word is derived from the word Negus, which is Negus. Negus? Negus is an Ethiopian word which means king. Okay. And I'm just going to say right now, anybody out there listening to this podcast, and I hope KRS-One is listening, hey, call us up. I would love to hear you talk.
Absolutely.
But that is not true. That is not true. Niggas and nigga are two different words. They have two different origins. All right, so don't buy into that part, because niggas, it doesn't have anything to do with the word nigga at all. So don't believe that, y'all. Don't believe that. Do the research yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong. I respect KRS-One as an MC. I respect him as a scholar. But this right here, in this instance, he's dead wrong.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that word has always had a when people started saying, instead of saying Negro, because it was just a brief descriptor of a group of people. Those are Negroes over there. You know.
Because at that time, that's what we were being called.
Right.
It was white. It wasn't Caucasian. It was white, Negro.
Right.
What they call spooks or Indians? What were they called?
The Indians were called Indians.
Okay, so
they called them Indians.
Negro, white.
Right. So it wasn't anything negative.
Blacks, African Americans. So it wasn't nothing negative, right? Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
It didn't become negative until and the reason why it went from Negro to nigger is because the people that called them niggers didn't speak English very well. And that's why the word, they were trying to say Negro, but it came out nigger because they couldn't say the Negro. They left that off. And so,
is that what I thought was because it got in the hands of the white men? The white men wanted to make it negative. They were like, well, let's just.
Well, they did. That's what I'm talking about. The uneducated ones did.
Okay.
The uneducated ones did, because like the people that had some sense, they called them Negroes. Right. And so the uneducated ones, which were pretty much the slave drivers and the overseers, they weren't as educated as the slave owners.
Right.
So instead of them saying Negro, it turned into the word nigger because they wasn't saying the Negro part. So and eventually that word became a really, really, really negative stigma, and it still is negative. And I think that we should stop saying the word period. I mean, there's a lot of people out there saying that overuse of the word kills the meaning. No, it doesn't. It strengthens it.
Let me raise my hand like I'm in the rehab. I have used and abused this word, but in my defense, I just don't say it to one. I say it to everybody.
Yep, she does.
I don't care what color, nationality. It depends on how you're acting.
Right.
That's when I use it.
Okay.
Or when I'm just trying to be a hip hop bop, you know.
Well,
because I'm cool like that. But other than that, I mean, some people do. They know that's like a gut punching word,
right?
And they do use it to try to get you or try to hurt you.
But here's the thing about that. Since we're on the subject of this word, you know, every time I hear a white person say the word nigger, the first thing they start saying is, "I'm not racist."
Right.
Well, if you're not racist, then why'd you say it? Joe Rogan is one of those people. So, and I got a whole list of people that have been caught saying that word. And here's another one right here. Now, this was a guy right here that I used to look up to back when I was growing up, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's the funny part about Hulk Hogan, and people are going to laugh when I say this, and that's pretty much the reaction I want to get. Hulk Hogan was cool with black people until his daughter started riding a soul pole. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do. I mean, but does that matter though?
It shouldn't matter at all. I mean, you know, and when he went to the locker room to apologize to the WWE staff and some of the wrestlers in the back, there was a few wrestlers they just walked out when he came in the room because they didn't want to hear his bullshit apology. Because that's the only time they apologize anyways, whenever they get caught up saying that damn word. Because people have to understand something. Just because they say it in public and they get caught saying it in public, they talk like that at home.
Yeah.
So you know how they feel about y'all now.
Right.
So, and like I said, you know, a lot of those wrestlers didn't want to hear his bullshit apology. And I can't say I blame them because, you know, we know you're a racist now.
Right.
We know how you really feel about black people. You don't like, you were cool with black people until one of them started fucking your daughter. Am I lying?
That's what they say.
Exactly.
Which is unbelievable.
Right. You know, it is what it is. Here's another one. Now, this lady right here, I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. This was my old white girl crush, Paula Deen.
Oh, babe, I used to get up every Saturday morning look at her cooking show.
Yeah,
but y'all did Paula wrong though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that was my.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. That was my old white girl crush, man. I ain't gonna even lie, man. Don't judge me. Shit, that woman can cook. God damn it.
she
So
can.
it is what
I
it
got
is.
several of her recipes. I think I got a couple of her pots and pans.
You
in
do.
there.
You do.
So yeah, when that happened, that kind of that hit my spirit too.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of hurt me. I'm like, oh man, damn.
But did she really
Paula.
use it derogatory though?
She did.
Did she?
Yeah, she did.
I can't remember how she used it.
I can't either.
But
yeah,
I remember it was a big deal.
Oh yeah, it was a real big deal when she
Yeah.
used it, man, because people were so disappointed in her because she had black people on her show.
Yeah.
I remember when Ice-T was on the show, boy, she was flirting her ass off.
Oh, she got good taste.
I said, yeah, she's trying to get there.
And I guess the part that got me is like, she's a Southerner,
right?
So she should know firsthand
the repercussions of that word.
ramification of that word.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't her first time hearing it nor using it.
Hell no, it
But
wasn't.
when you're in a public eye like that, you got to be a little bit more aware.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
that hurt me too. That's a good one, baby. That hurt me too. Yeah.
Here's another one. I ain't never liked this bastard right here, but I'm gonna put him up there. Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh well, yeah.
I ain't never liked his ass because
Something wrong with his skin.
Because yeah, it's called being a drug addict.
It looked like it's leather.
It's called being a drug addict.
Too much tanning.
That's pretty much it too. Now see, here's the thing about Dog the Bounty Hunter. Dog the Bounty Hunter was in prison for killing a black man.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what he went to prison for. Look that up.
Some jewels today.
Yeah, look that up. He was in prison for killing a black man.
Wow. So did he say it after that or before that?
What? No, this is way after. He must
have learned his little stint in jail then.
Of course not. Stupid bastard.
Wow.
But anyway, I've never liked Dog the Bounty Hunter. And the only reason why people liked that show in the first damn place when his wife was alive because she got them big old titty balls.
Oh no,
That's the only reason why people like that show.
She was one of the reasons why I looked at it. I did look at that. I did, yeah. It was a good show.
I couldn't stand Dog the Bounty Hunter. I've never liked him because I said, man, he gonna slip up and say nigga one day, and boy was I right.
Wow. I know his daughters came out. Oh, they talk bad about him.
Of course.
Talking about he said like hello when he at home.
I believe it.
Yeah. Which is sad.
But here's the funny part. One of his daughters is dating a black man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think he has a half granddaughter, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
A half black granddaughter. He sure does.
Mm-hmm. And to hear to know that he's turned it, I mean, I wonder has he said it around her?
I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has.
Explain to her what it is and what it means. I mean.
Yep.
Wow.
Here's another one. He didn't say nigga, but he might as well said nigga. Don Imus. What they call them, nappy head hoes?
Come on now, he didn't know no better.
He knew better. Come on.
Old
he
people
knew
get to a
better.
certain age, they just start saying whatever.
Ain't no justification for that, man.
They just say whatever comes in their mind.
Ain't no justification for that shit, man. Come on. Ain't no justification for that. He might as well have called them niggas.
Yeah.
He called them nappy head hoes.
Yeah, same thing.
It's the same damn thing. Just another way of saying it. That's all.
Right. That's for sure.
Yep.
That's for sure. Wow.
Yeah, shit. And he got suspended for a little while, but he came right back and he did another bullshit apology just like the rest of them does. Here's another one. I can't stand him either. Howard Stern.
Oh yeah.
Now he's always said something bad against black people.
All the time.
All the damn time. He's still on the air to this very day. Still on the air.
And he just like Joe making bukus
Making
of
crazy
money.
dollars. Making crazy dollars. And he gave well he did give a bullshit apology, but he kept on saying it. So
I'm not racist. My what's his sidekick Robin? Robin is black and we get along like sister and brother.
And she should have gouged his eyeballs out when he said the word nigga, but she kept laughing and shit.
I just been say, what's that famous word you always call her? She's a straight coon.
That's all she is. She ain't nothing but a coon.
Right.
Shit. But anyway. Here's another
make
one.
your money, Robin.
Hey, I ain't, but still,
Which is
at what cost?
Exactly, ridiculous.
At what cost?
Where's
at
your
dignity.
soul, Robin?
For real, where's your dignity at? Here's another one. Another white woman. Dr. Laura.
What?
Dr. Laura said the word nigga. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, you done heard me now because I used to read her articles. And
oh, yeah. Dr. Laura.
I think I bought one or two of her books.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, not trying to justify, but what fashion did she say it?
She was saying it. She was talking bad about black people. Basically, she called them niggas. So,
That's just like Gloria Vanderbilt. I don't want no niggas wearing my jeans.
Well, guess what?
Wow.
Well, she wants the more flat booty ass white women wearing them.
Not Dr. Laura.
But yeah, Dr. Laura too. She said it too. Now this next guy I'm giving to bring up, man. He said the word nigga, and Ice Cube checked him on it. Bill Maher.
Oh yeah, that was a good.
Ice Cube checked him on it.
Oh yeah.
And I loved it. I
think
yeah.
Ice Cube was on his show that night.
Ice Cube was on his. The next week, Ice Cube went on his show and told him, nah, bruh, that's not cool. That's not
and
cool.
He's another one. He's like dated or married to a black woman too, right?
Exactly, which means nothing.
Yeah,
I've always said it.
Exactly.
I have always said it. That means absolutely nothing. Just because you date somebody black don't mean shit.
I think when they do, they think they get a pass.
Yeah, they do. They do, basically.
Pass to hell.
Yep, exactly. You get your ass whooped. What you gonna do after that?
Wow.
So, there's
I
that.
When he said that.
Yep,
yeah.
There's that.
I'm surprised he still has his platform that he does.
Oh yeah, he still has it. He's not going anywhere.
Because he speaks reckless about a lot of things.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And like I said, he's going to get that pass too because he's white.
Yeah.
And
he's bringing a lot of money.
Oh yeah, he is for HBO, and HBO ain't gonna let him go.
Definitely.
And last but not least, that's a lot of white people. I just got these few, but here's the last one, Michael Richards.
Oh, bless. Now see this one right here.
But see, here's the thing about Michael Richards. Michael Richards showed his true colors because my grandfather told me three kinds of people tell the truth: children, people that are pissed off, and drunks. Those are three kind of people that tell you the truth no matter what. Okay, now he was doing a comedy show and he was getting heckled by some black people, and that's when he started calling them niggas. So he was telling the truth about how he really felt about black people because he got pissed off.
Kind of like that fight, they got the best of them. First they got his mouth, oh, you nigger.
That's exactly what he called him. Called him all kinds of niggas. Boy, he just went all.
And I haven't heard from what is he doing now?
Nothing. They canceled his ass.
I remember Jerry kept saying, no, he has nothing to do with this show.
Yep. Jerry started backpedaling big time.
Jerry like, you ain't finna cut my dollars, honey. No.
Yeah, Jerry started backpedaling, boy.
He said that at that comedy show, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that just show you how when you get in the best of someone, they get into defense mode, first thing that comes to your mind, the first thing you're thinking. So, that was in his repertoire, and he said it.
Oh yeah. He was waiting to say that.
Like my mom always said, I call it like I see it. So he called it like he saw it.
Oh, he was waiting to say that word.
Oh, yeah.
He was waiting to say that word.
Oh yeah.
And he had it cocked and loaded, and he let it fly.
Said it like it been said many, many times.
Oh my
before.
God, yeah, he was saying that because he was, like I said, he was pissed off to the highest festivity when those black people started heckling his ass.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, hey.
Wow. But I'm gonna throw this out here. I mean, I know it's like I said, I'm guilty of saying it, but the one that got me, that kind of like made me look at him in a different way, is when Jesse Jackson said about Obama.
Yeah.
They called Jesse Jackson on a hot mic, and he thought the mic was he thought the mic was off.
Oh, you talking about Messy Jesse?
Yeah, I was like,
that's what I call him.
No, you've been fighting for the word to be decentralized and be, taking out the dictionary,
right,
and not used.
Right.
And here you are calling the first black president a nigga.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Hey, babe, Gwen's in the room.
Hey, Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you do if your owner saying it? Like I said, I'm guilty of it too.
And that's why I'm getting ready to get on. I mean, because that's why I don't say the word.
Right.
Because I look at it like this. I'm not going to say that word and describe my black people. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to get up here and say, because if I say it and a white man says it, I got to put them hands on it.
Okay. Devil's advocate here. No mean to cut you off, sweetheart.
Okay.
Co-worker.
Okay.
Co-worker for years. Y'all talk about everything on the moon. Should he get a pass? Y'all see him talking about, like we were going to talk about later, the Super Bowl.
Right.
And everybody knows this year's Super Bowl was niggered out. For lack of a better word, gotta heard people say it.
Yeah.
It was too many niggas up there. A lot of white people did not watch the Super Bowl.
They got pissed off.
Because it was too many niggas. They didn't say black people. They said niggas.
I know it.
So they call Eminem a nigga?
Well, see, and I told you this during the halftime show. They put Eminem on there because it was because there was too many black people out there. Because think about it, you had Snoop Dogg, you had Dr. Dre, you had Kendrick Lamar, you had 50 Cent, you had Mary J. So you had to have at least one white person on there.
Not really, but
no, you didn't really have to have Eminem on there. I'm not an Eminem fan by any stretch of the imagination, but they had to have him on there.
Right.
So they could thin that out just a little bit. That was too much. That was just too much melanin, for everybody to take in.
What them pimps you say? Put my pink in the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, there you go. Put the pink in the Kool-Aid.
Put the pink in the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, they had to stir it up just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And then out of all the black people that was on stage, who took the knee?
Not now one of them.
Eminem.
But see, here's the thing about it.
The white boy took the knee.
And I want to talk about that real quick. Let me speak on that just real quick. Nobody knows why Eminem took that knee. No. He didn't say why he did it.
Nope.
But
they trying to equate it though.
But there was a lot of people out there that had something to say about Eminem taking that knee, which lets me know flat out that Colin Kaepernick taking the knee had nothing to do with the national anthem.
Nothing.
So white people just pretty much told off on themselves when they got pissed off at Eminem taking the knee.
Again,
it was never about the national anthem. Ever.
The melanin for the complexion.
Yep, exactly. They never said, because like I said, Eminem didn't say why he took a knee. Nobody knows why. But Eminem, he's the only person that knows. He hadn't said anything to anybody about it.
Yep. Now, according to Dre, I think you and I saw this interview with Dre where you talking about the people of the NFL came and saw a couple of their rehearsals.
Yeah.
They did tell him to change some of the lyrics.
Yeah.
But they never told him to take out that knee.
Nope.
Getting on the knee. They said he did that in practice, in rehearsal, and they never told him to stop and not to do it. So what's the difference?
There is no difference. Like I said, that just goes to show you right there that it was never about Colin Kaepernick taking the knee in the first place. It didn't have anything to do with the national anthem. They just want to keep that nigga in his place.
Right.
That's all that was. Because me and you had discussed this back when Colin Kaepernick was taking the knee, and it was a popular thing. Yep. We said that if that was somebody like Drew Brees or Tim Tebow, nobody would say a word.
Not at all. Not at all.
If anything, they would have got praise for it.
I just especially Tim Tebow because he's supposed to be a Christian and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're mighty right about that. So, like I said, the word, like I said, I've used it. I try not to use it now.
Yeah.
But I don't use it in a derogatory. I use it when somebody is acting a straight a-hole.
Right.
Because there's some people out here.
I've always said it, man. I've always said this. I've said this. I said there's two groups of black people. You got black folks and you got niggas. Niggas fuck up everything for everybody. You and me both know that. How many times have we seen on television some black people get into a fight in a damn restaurant for no reason whatsoever? The restaurant that we went to, True Kitchen. The restaurant that we went to, when those sisters got on the table, started twerking.
Twerking on the
Was
table.
that necessary?
Nice restaurant too.
Nice restaurant.
Now that I've been there and seen it for myself, get your ass down. I was thinking, I can't believe nobody didn't stop her. Her little group of friends she was with, they was wrong too.
Hell yeah, they was wrong. But the owner of the restaurant came flat out and said, "Hey, I don't need your damn money.
Nope.
You can leave right now if you want to."
I have nothing negative to say about that man
brother,
at all.
Hey, brother. Hey, I would have done the same damn thing.
Too.
So, like I said, there's a difference between black people and niggas. A big difference.
Oh, yeah.
I've always said that.
Yeah, I don't think the word has a color to it. I think it's just your actions and your character, how you acting.
Yep, I agree with you.
Is it supposed to have such a negative tone? So that means you are acting negative right now. Okay,
right.
White, black, Indian, Asian,
whatever.
Yeah, you're acting like a nigga right now.
Right.
But we all have to curtail it ourselves.
Right.
Because like I said, I just read the history of it. It started out as a ethnic, like saying what we were Negroes at that time.
Right.
But over the year, it becomes so derogatory. So why even all those years later? Are we having a problem with why are white people still getting knocked in the head for saying it? And like, me, like somebody's what's that show you were just telling me about how they kept saying the word nigga? It's a reboot. What was that reboot? And he just keeps saying the word nigga. You were just looking at the other night. Oh my
Bel
God.
Air?
Bel Air. I saw a podcast on that where people said they were so surprised how they threw out the word nigga so often in that show.
Yeah.
Did it bother you? Because you've seen it. I haven't seen it. The reboot.
The only thing that I got offended with, and the character that's playing the dude that's playing Will Smith, he checked the white boy on it. He was reciting some rap lyrics, and rap lyrics say nigga all the time. They say nigga this, nigga that, nigga. And he was repeating some rap lyrics, and the Will Smith character said, "Yo, man, you can't say that." And the white boy was like, "Wait a minute, I just said it, so what's the problem?" So, and the Will Smith character was getting ready to get buck with him and knock his ass the hell out, which is what any black person should do. But Will Smith's cousin Carlton said nothing. He was sitting there dancing to the damn music while the white boy was saying nigga this, nigga that, nigga.
Well, that's probably why a lot of them think it's okay, because they see y'all dancing and spitting the words
That's
verbatim.
exactly it. That's exactly it. And they're getting too comfortable with saying that word.
Right.
That's the problem.
And if you look at the dollar factor, who buy most of the hip hop music?
White people.
Yeah. So, I mean, is it a catch-22?
It's a catch-22. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Right.
But with that being said, is it cool to say the word? I say no.
No, I can agree. Like I said, you have your money, be like, damn. But it's still not cool though,
Right.
It's still not. I wouldn't encourage anyone from a 9-month-old to a 99-year-old. I wouldn't say it's okay. No, I would never say that.
Yep.
No.
Precisely.
Because of because
the connotation of the word.
Exactly. How people have just wrote it in the ground to be so negative and nasty and oh my God, I can't believe that. Those kind of moments. But,
right.
I mean, because you think of it, you be like, oh, what's up, nigga? Oh, I see you looking good, fresh to death. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But then some people be like, oh, you call her my nigga? Just like me, my sister, no, I don't like the word bitch.
No, you don't.
You will never hear me call another woman a bitch.
Nope.
And if you ever do, I am up to the point of my pistivity. And I will try not to use it as much as I can, but I don't call women, and I do not like to be called one.
Right.
If you ever call me one, you will get the weirdest, hardest third out of your life.
As you should.
And I got big eyes with the big eye roll. Because I think that is straight negative.
I agree.
But some people think it's cool. What's up, bitch? That's my bitch. I be looking like,
Right.
No.
Well, let's talk about how. Well, we already talked about the origin of the word. Let's talk about some other racial epithets.
Okay.
The word kike. That's a negative word against Jews. Spick. That's a negative word against Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. Wetback. That's a negative word against Mexicans. Cracker. Which white folks laugh at that. Peckerwood. They laugh at that too. They don't really consider that really bad because black people don't really have any power to back that word up. So that's why they laugh at it. Redskin. That's a negative word. Been a negative word.
Yeah, it was so.
And there was a whole football team.
I been say they don't take it out the football name.
I forgot. They got a new name now, but I forgot the name of it. Right. But anyway, what's another one? What am I leaving? Oh, gook. Negative word for any Asian. Not just most Asians, many Asians.
They call them tight eyes. Another word
tight
for tight eyes.
Let me call them slant eyes.
Slant eyes, yeah.
They call them moonies. I've heard old people call them moonies. But guess what? Every single last one of those racial epithets are created by who? White people. I've seen white people call other white people crackers.
Really?
Yeah, poor white trash and poor white trash too.
White trash, yeah, but not cracker.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Wow.
I've heard it.
Well, maybe they just feel like they can call whatever they want to. It's like no negative. But when you call somebody their name, you being negative.
I agree. I agree. You're being negative 100%. I agree with you on. I agree with you on that. There's no argument with that.
Right. Well, why do they feel like that's okay though?
Well,
then they get offended. Remember that video I seen the other day where that black man was slapping the hell out that white man.
You know what? I was looking for that video so I could put it on the show, man. That brother was slapping the racism out of that dude, boy.
And that white man was like, black. He was confused, like black nigga. Like he didn't know. I was like, baby, you gonna learn today. When you leave Applebee's today,
you gonna know.
You gonna know what
I bet you gonna think twice.
And cannot say.
You gonna think twice about saying that word. I promise you will.
When you see a black person going on, you gonna drop your head and go the other way.
You gonna go the opposite direction, bruh.
I was like, why is he whooping him like that? And I turned the volume up. I was like, oh, okay.
He whooped him. He was whooping on him like he owed him money.
He sure did. He sure did. I was like, oh my God. But should we start taking that? I mean, do you fault him for doing that? Do you think he should serve any time, get any fines or anything for doing that? The black man, not the white man, the black man.
If it's a crime to call a gay person gay, it should be a crime to call a black person a nigga.
Say that again for the people in the back.
Oh, want me to say it again, baby?
Please.
Okay, if it's a crime to call a gay person gay, it should be a crime to call a black person a nigga.
They making all the other laws. Can't
Exactly.
say gay, can't say the. But just like you and I was having that conversation about reparation, how is all these other laws like this gay law and the Asian bill and same-sex marriages and I know I'm forgetting something, but reparation bill has been on there since what, 19?
No, longer than that. Frederick Douglass.
Wow, 18.
Exactly.
So how? Okay, I think I said about the stimulus bill when COVID
Right,
hit.
right.
They found this money out of everybody. Everybody in the world got a stimulus check.
Yep.
Why haven't the reparation bill been brought up? Which I'm sure it has been brought up, but why has it never been completed, signed, sealed, and delivered?
Because white people haven't found a way to capitalize off of it. Let me explain that real quick. Back when the Dawes Commission were giving all these indigenous Native Americans all these land allotments and cash payments, white people said, hey, I want to get in on this too. So what they did to the Dawes Commission, they would go to the Dawes Commission and slip them $5 under the table and say, put me on them rolls so I can get some of that land allotment.
Wow.
So what they did was they went on ahead and they said, okay, give me that $5 real quick. Congratulations, you're a Cherokee. You're a Seminole. You're an Ashanti.
$5.
You know, well, Ashanti's the African tribe. You're a Shoshone, that's what I meant. Shoshone. You're a Shoshone. So that's where the term $5 Indian comes from. Because I can remember growing up in Oklahoma, I ain't never seen so many blonde hair, blue eyed Indians in my life. And I'm looking at these people and say, you got an Indian in you? Yeah, my grandpa was an Indian. Huh? Okay. All right then. And I just left it at that. So with that being said, the reason why the reparations bill hasn't had any traction is because white people can't capitalize on it. Because you can look at a white person and say, you ain't got a one drop of black blood in you.
Well, yeah.
That's why. Because they can't capitalize off of it.
But why should they though? Slavery, I know some people have said never happened, but it is real, people. Slavery was real.
Yep.
They came on when we were chillaxing.
Mind our own damn
Put
business.
us on a boat. Brought us over here.
Well,
That don't constitute anything negative.
Well, let me clear some of that up real quick. You're absolutely right. There were a lot of us that were sent over here, but
Brought over here.
but from the
Taken.
but from the transatlantic slave trade, only about 3 to 5% of all those African slaves ended up here in the United States. The rest of them ended up in Central and South America. There were black people already here. They enslaved them.
True.
They enslaved them, and some of those people that they brought over here from the boats, they mixed in with the black people here, which came up to be us foundational black Americans. So yeah, you're absolutely right. That did happen. So, but they, again, like I said, they feel like they can't capitalize off of it, which is the reason why the whole reparations bill has not come to fruition, and it never will come to fruition until white folks can find a way to swindle their way into those ranks so they can get some of that money as well.
You
That's why it
already
never
have
happened.
off the backs of black people for many, many, many years.
I agree.
So there you go.
But the racial wealth gap, we'll talk about that again on another show. The racial wealth gap is always going to be what it is as long as black people are a day late and a dollar short when it comes to these finances out here. And that's another reason why that black people will never get reparations. That's the main reason why right there, because they don't want to give black people a leg up.
And what do you mean by that? When black people get the financial and the rate? What do you mean by that? What
I mean by that, right now, when it comes down to the racial wealth gap.
I'm sorry. Yes, that.
When it comes down to the racial wealth gap, black people are at the bottom of everybody.
Oh well, yeah.
We're at the bottom of everybody.
Yeah.
I mean everybody. And there's a reason for that, because we are not getting a fair shake. Think about this. Only 2 to 3% of all black people own their own home.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
No. Not at all. Now we're in homes.
Oh, they're in homes, but they're renting.
But they're renting, yeah. Or still buying, yeah.
No. If you're buying a home, you pretty much own it.
Yeah, but a lot of people, you'll be surprised when people are renting. Yeah, you're right.
There's a lot of them renting homes. There's a lot of them, because and that's my view. I would never ever rent a house ever again. I would never ever rent a house. If I'm going to rent, I might as well stay in an apartment. What's the point?
Why do you think that? What was the problem? Because you didn't see nothing good. Like you didn't have the potential to get your
it's
equity
not your
out
house,
of
right?
it.
It's not your house.
Yeah.
You're paying somebody else's mortgage.
Right. Exactly.
So what's the point in renting the house? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm good.
That's true. I agree with that. So I might as well stay right here. I ain't gonna help pay nobody more.
Hello, exactly. That's why I said I never do that. I would never rent a house ever.
Yeah. Well, what? I mean, I don't know. How can we? What can we do? How can we? This is one of the scenarios we've said on many shows before.
Mm-hmm.
We still have that crab in the barrel mentality.
Well, it's just like when you use the word nigga. You got a lot of folks out there that will use that word no matter what.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you can do about it. Okay, brother, use the word all you want to. I don't care. You want to call yourself a nigga, knock yourself out.
Right.
I'm not nobody's nigga. I have told several people that I ain't nobody's nigga. Not yours or anybody else's. So please do not call me that.
Right.
So.
Well.
But it's like you said. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's just like you said. It's the whole crabs in the barrel scenario. There's always going to be those people that's going to be kind of reluctant and not want and keep using the word, but nothing you can do about that.
I was just gonna say, so are we going to fault all the rappers and athletes and common people? I'm just not going to put on the celebrity. Common people like myself who use it. Should we start holding them accountable for when they say it?
There's nothing you can do about that because they've been saying it for so long. It's part of the vocabulary. I stopped saying it years and years ago.
And what prompted you to stop that?
Because I looked at it like this: if a white person calls me a nigga, I'm ready to fight. Which is true. A white person called me a nigga. Okay. I hope you can back that up.
Right. I feel you.
So that's the reason why I stopped saying it. I stopped saying that shit. I was in high school when I stopped saying it. So, because I looked at it like this. Like I said, again, a white person call me that, I'm ready to fight.
Yeah.
So why say it myself? Why should I call myself that word? So,
Good point. Very good point.
I mean, that's just my view. I mean,
like if we really knew, I wish we know, how you had those truth tellers and what them people call, where you can talk to your ancestors.
Yeah.
I wonder how they truly would feel. Our ancestors would truly feel if they knew how we were throwing the N-word around and what it meant and how it meant to them back then.
Oh man, I can pretty much. They would roll over.
So many was beat. And
they would roll over in their graves.
Yeah, I think so too.
They really would. They would roll over in their graves. Like, what are you saying?
And after I saw that documentary about that, I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to do better because.
Well,
it can't be. I just gotta do better for myself.
Well, it's a matter of choice. I mean, because there's a lot of people out there like myself that refuse to use the word. Yeah. I mean, I might use it, just like today. I'm using it to prove a point.
Right.
That's the only time you'll hear me use it. I would never ever use that to describe another black person.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they are being a nigga, I wouldn't call them that.
Right.
But still, it's a personal choice.
I understand.
It's a personal choice. I mean, it's something that you have to choose to do for yourself. There's nothing you can do about anyone else saying it because they're going to say it regardless. And especially a white person, because like I said, these white people getting caught saying it. That's how they talk about black people all the time. This ain't nothing new. They always call black people niggas in the privacy of their own homes. You just hearing it come out now because they're public figures. Case in point, Joe Rogan.
Good segue.
Yeah.
Very good segue.
Yeah.
But see, people like your rappers and
they talk like that all the time.
One of your favorite comedians, David Chappelle.
Yeah.
Do you hold them accountable? Do you think they need to stop immediately and stop using it?
I look at it like this. Another one of my favorite comics who has gone on to glory, Paul Mooney. He used to say nigga all the time.
Nigga.
He stopped saying it. He had this joke. He say nigga 100 times a day because it makes his teeth white. So,
wow.
So he stopped saying the word nigga.
Okay.
After that Michael Richards incident, he stopped saying that word. He stopped saying the word nigga. He never said the word nigga again in his comedy routine ever.
Really, I didn't know that.
He didn't.
Did he give a reason? Did he give a reasoning why?
Because he said the same thing that I said. You know, stop saying that word because if a white person said it, I might end up cutting his throat. That's exactly what he said.
After all those years he did say it, he came to that conclusion.
And wrote jokes with Richard Pryor with that very same word in it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I guess you can change. Well, not change, I guess you can evolve.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what you're doing. I mean, you can stop saying the word.
Yeah. It's probably gonna take you a minute, but
it's gonna take you a minute. I mean, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be an easy adjustment because it wasn't an easy adjustment for me. Because like I said, with me, listen to the Last Poets and Gil Scott-Heron, and they said niggas to describe black people. Because one of my favorite Last Poets poems was "Niggas are scared of revolution."
I remember you let me hear that. Yeah.
And it's ladled with the word nigga.
But you get what they're saying though.
I get what they're saying, 100%. Like I said, I grew up on the Last Poets.
You didn't take offense to it either.
No, and I guess that's the main reason why I used it when I was younger, because they used it.
Right. Because
they were actually teaching when they were saying that word. So I figured, well, shit, they're teaching when they say it, so why not say it?
Right.
It should be. It's okay if they're saying it. But after a while, I started thinking. I said, wait a minute, hold on. If a white person calls me a nigga, I'm gonna be ready to fight. So why am I saying it? Yeah. And that's it.
They say something close to it, like that movie. What they said, knuckles, knickers. Did you say?
Did you say? What the hell did you say?
No, we're talking about knickers.
Knickers are pants.
Yeah. So, if you hear anything remotely close to it, you be like, what?
What the hell did you say? Right. You might want to reword
exactly.
that. So
Yeah. Well, it's still a touchy. So, like I said, many, but they said in the 17th century. Look how long ago that was, and here we are in 2022, still talking about how such a negative stigma that is attributed to that word.
Right.
From any race.
Right.
Not just our race, white, any race.
Right.
I've heard Hispanic people call each other.
I've heard it myself.
And I be like, really?
I'm sitting up here listening to these. I'm sitting up here listening to these Hispanic people talking. They said, and they said, nigga, I thought they was talking about me. I turned around and said, what the fuck?
But they were talking to each other.
Yeah, they were talking to each other. And the one Hispanic dude was like, no, we're not talking about you. I'm talking to him. I said,
right.
Clarify that, bro, because you about to get messed up.
You about to get knocked up.
Big time.
Wow.
But yeah, man, I've heard it's like I said, man, people the word is getting way too much steam. It really is. And that's because they look at it, and just like you said earlier, they look at it like we use the word, it's okay for them to, if we use the word amongst ourselves, it's okay for them to do it too.
But did you ever answer my question? If your coworker used, what would you do? What would you say?
Well, let me just say this. If that ever happened, you better expect to get a phone call.
You gonna be in HR?
I'm gonna be in HR, and I'm probably gonna losing my job for knocking somebody the hell out.
I'll be right on down with your little box after you pack your box, because I wouldn't. Because if you call them out their name, you would definitely, they'll probably call the police on you.
Exactly. So yeah, I
want him arrested right now.
Exactly. That's exactly what would happen too. So I hope that never happens. I really do. But if that does, get ready for that phone call, because I would damn sure call you, baby. Come up here, because you might need to meet me at the police station because I just knocked this fool out and I'm about to get arrested.
I saw this. I know you and I go back and forth on Eric Dyson. What's his name?
Michael Eric Dyson.
Eric Dyson. And I sometimes look at some of his podcasts and some of his, like if he's on somebody's panel on YouTube.
Yeah.
And some things he said I can relate to.
Yeah. And
I remember he did a panel about the N-word.
Right. I remember that. I saw that show.
He was saying we really cannot fault white people, white children, our little circle of white friends, when they say the N-word to us to make us uncomfortable because they have grown up and been nourished through hip-hop. You know, Michael, that is a big hip-hop head.
No doubt.
And he's saying there is no reason why we should even feel some type of way because it's been said in hip-hop, and that's where white people are the biggest contributor to hip-hop.
Right.
So do you agree with that?
No.
You didn't even... Just no, straight off the bat, huh?
No, I disagree with that 100% because that's not just see that's the reason why I have an issue with Michael Eric Dyson. He's trying to justify white people saying it. No, there's no justification for saying that.
But can you see where he got it from?
I can see where it's coming from. I see his point, but that's still not justification for saying the word.
Yeah.
I see his point. I just don't see the justification for it.
It'd be so fun when you see white people trying to do it, like if it's a group of white people, like they at a concert or something, and they be out there saying, and then when they get to where they stop and look at the black people, then they go pick it back up the lip, be like, God is saying, you say when you weren't here.
Exactly. If we wasn't here, you'd be saying it all day long, right inside your car, saying that very same song. So hey, don't stop saying it now.
But I mean,
do you, bruh?
Do you show like a sense of appreciation when they do realize that they are around a group of black people and they will better not say it?
That shows that they're aware of their surroundings.
Exactly.
Plain and simple. Because if they just go ahead and just, say it, and they don't look around, that means they don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. That means they say that shit all the damn time. But you should never give somebody, a white person, a pass for saying that. Because like I said, I applaud Ice Cube when he got on Bill Maher's show and told him, nah, that's not your word to say. Don't ever say that again. Ice Cube checked it.
Yeah. I remember one time I was, I don't know, I always look at different shows or whatever. Especially I listen to different podcasts. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember where it was, but it was this white teacher. Mm-hmm. And, the kids was being rowdy, the bell had rung, so she was trying to get control of the class. Yeah. And of course she worked in a black school district.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I can see where you're going.
And so she busts out and said, sit down, nigga. And then the teacher tried to characterize because the black kids went off. And she said, I didn't say sit down, nigger. I said sit down, nigga.
Yeah, that's how they justify it.
And that's what I heard the other students saying.
That's how they justify it. See, right. So again, like I said, if you don't want somebody white saying it, don't say it yourself.
But she said she heard the other students saying it,
and
so she thought it was cool.
She thought it was cool for her to say it.
And she's about to get her head knocked off.
Hell yeah.
Get her head knocked off.
You about to get dealt with.
I don't know. I mean, I can see where they're coming from. Like I said, if I say it and they hear me say it, they be like, well, I heard her say it.
Exactly.
But then I have a rhyme or reason to say, well, you can't say it because I'm black. Is that going to be my comeback?
That's exactly what a lot of folks say.
Yeah.
That's exactly what a lot of people say.
And then they come back and say, well, I'm not racist. I have black friends.
Oh, they always say that shit. Oh, they always say that. Yeah. They always say that. They always say that whenever they get caught with that racial epithet coming out of their mouth, the first thing they start saying is, I got black friends.
I have black kids. I have black nieces and nephews in my family.
Okay, how many times those black nieces and nephews been over to your house? Right. Oh, I don't lie about my house. Oh, you don't? I wonder why.
So what do you think? Do you think they should just, like, they fine us for everything else? So just like they said, if they hear you saying gay, get fined and go to jail, should they do the same thing with the word nigga?
I agree.
Nigger, negro,
it don't matter. It's the same damn word. No matter how you say it. Saying negro is a whole different thing. Right. That's the original word.
Do you remember what Smokey Robinson said the other day about being black?
You know what? I love Smokey. Smokey said, I'm black. Yeah. I ain't African American. No. I'm black. Yep. Foundational Black American. That's what he said he was. He said, I am black.
And Smokey is about, 70 something
and
years
Smokey
old?
Is damn near 80 years old.
And for him to have that stance like that, kudos to that brother.
Heck yeah. I love Smokey, man. I love Smokey Robinson. When he said that, he said, I am black. Damn all that African American crap. I'm black.
I don't call myself African American.
I don't either because, damn, this is a really good subject right here. I don't call myself African American either because, like, black people in the United States have been away from Africa for over 400 years. We're not African anymore. It's the same deal with Jamaicans. They don't call themselves African Jamaicans. They're Jamaicans.
They're Jamaicans.
Haitians don't either. They call themselves Haitians.
And even when they come here, born and raised, they still call themselves Jamaicans.
Exactly. So you really can't call yourself an African American because, like, we're foundational Black Americans because we've evolved into our own thing.
That's right.
And if you go over there to Africa, they'll tell you flat out, you ain't one of us. Mm-hmm. Okay, bro. I know that. I'm from America. You know, because you gotta think about this. The most copied people in the world are who? Black people here in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Right here in the United States. They copy everything. The way we walk, the way we talk, our mannerism, our music. Hip hop is everywhere. You know that. It started right in the black neighborhoods in South Bronx.
Oh yeah.
Hell, come to think of it, pretty much every genre of American music was started by black people. From the blues.
What was that we were looking at the other day? And they showed that black lady playing the guitar. And she was supposed to be the first black lady. Some movie we were looking at the other day.
I forgot what it was, but yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That was a black lady who did that?
Yeah.
And here I am thinking it was a white man. No, we thought it was Elvis Presley. Some song.
Big Mama Thornton.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Hound Dog. I told you that.
Yeah.
Hound Dog. Yeah.
I was like, I thought that was Elvis.
No, Elvis got it from her because she saw that song.
Black woman up there playing that.
Because Big Mama Thornton was the first person to sing that song. She wrote that song.
Mm-hmm.
Elvis took it, sung the song, didn't give her a dime for it.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. They always taking credit for things, and that's why I say, y'all, we need to. It's just not Black History Month. It need to be taught every day because everything we done is history. Period.
Yeah.
It's just that a black person created it,
right,
or invented it,
right.
So just don't say, okay, we're going to talk about y'all in 28, possibly 29 days, depending on if it's leap year. And then after that, it's over. It's nothing else y'all have done. That's not fair.
I agree. Because you know
fair.
Me. Because anybody that knows anything about me, I'm Black History 24/7, 365. Every day. So, you know, I don't really just practice it just 1 month out the year. Damn that. I practice my shit every year. Every day. You think I'm lying to ask my wife? She's right here.
Yeah.
She's right here. She can back me up.
Definitely. And I think that's one of the things, like I said, is the yin to the yang, because I've learned so much from you.
Thank you.
Like I said, I've said this before. Went to a all black high school. Went to 2 different black colleges.
Mm-hmm.
HBCUs.
Right.
Learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just from being with you.
Yeah.
Which I said, I don't know if I'm gonna take heed to it. That's my fault, because I could have picked up a book just like you did.
Right.
I had every opportunity to read about it, just like you did. I'm not a dummy. You know, I knew we had Black history. I knew things that black people invented, but I could have expanded my horizons as well. But now I know, and like I said, you're never too old to learn, and I pride myself on that. I really do.
Marvin said they can't comment.
Huh?
Marvin said they can't comment.
They can't comment.
Yeah, I mean, he can hear it, but he's listening. He just can't comment.
Oh, really?
Well, Marvin, if you're listening, brother, call in, man. I got the phone line. Let me go ahead and open the phone lines real quick. Hold on. Let me put the number up, because I know you got a lot to say about this subject right here.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, Marvin. Hold on. Put the number up so that way you can call in. I would love to hear your opinion on it.
And anyone else, some of the old ones that used to call in and give you a opinion, either the new ones, I would love to hear, because we haven't heard from y'all in a while. We'd love to hear your voices, first of all, and get your thoughts on this old crazy world.
That's Marvin right there. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Is this my man? Hello?
Hello.
Ooh, this my man right here?
You already know the TikTok.
TikTok. Hello, Mr. Marvin.
Oh, one and only.
Oh yeah, what's up, brother?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Good.
Hey man, we are good, brother.
Good to hear from you.
We
Long
are
time
good.
no hear from.
Good to be heard from.
Absolutely.
Already.
So
good to hear from you all as well.
What say you on some of these topics today? Just
Yeah,
go ahead,
yeah.
free your mind, in the words of In Vogue.
Yeah, by all means, brother, man. The floor is yours, man. What you
And
got?
ask to follow.
There you go. What you got? What you got for us today?
Well, you all talked about the N-word, so I am on the same path as Reggie. I never really used it, even back in the day. Even when, like, NWA is probably one of my favorite groups, but I just called them NWA. I didn't, go along with the whole, what it stood for and all that.
Right.
But, no, I don't ever say that word, ever. And it's the pure ignorance of it, because you are never going to hear white people say, "Hey, my cracker," "Hey, my redneck,"
Exactly.
anything like that. And like I always say, you can always learn a lot from a dummy.
Come on.
So taking that from that commercial,
Yep.
they don't never sit up there and degrade themselves, even though it's something that we call them,
Right.
in a kind of degrading way, like when George Jefferson back in the day, you call him honky and all that.
Right.
You don't never hear white people degrading themselves like that.
Nope,
Right.
Not at all.
They're right. And that's exactly where I
And
was.
I'm not saying like they're the all be all. I'm not
Right.
saying that at all.
Right.
I'm just saying keep game from some of these, some of these other people. They hold themselves at a higher regard, as we should.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I agree with everything.
no, I don't never use that word ever.
Nas,
My
I,
thing is, if I'm gonna go ahead.
Nas, I agree with everything you just said, brother. I agree with everything you just said. Everything.
No, I'm not. I don't use that. It pisses me off, even when my own says like, dudes I be once in a while be around or whatever. All of a sudden I hear it. I'm like, God, dog, man.
Right.
I need to pick up a book or something and just like listen to what you're saying to yourself.
Right.
Because on my birth certificate, it don't say that at all. I
No,
look.
you know what?
None of that.
Exactly, and that's kind of where I was getting at, because like when I was talking about those racial epithets, I mean, when was the last time you heard a Jewish person call another Jewish person a kike? When? You haven't.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And another thing, my man, to show you how powerful some people are, I'm pretty sure you remember the song "They Don't Care About Us" by Michael Jackson, right?
Oh yeah.
He had a line in that song where it said, "Kick me, kite me, but don't you black or white me."
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He had to remove that.
Yeah, I know it.
That was a big
The
controversy.
people got on his ass.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He had to remove that from that song.
Yep, I remember that.
Whole line.
I remember that.
Same thing with Professor Griff.
Oh.
Thing he said about Jews.
Oh yeah, I remember that too.
With Public Enemy.
Oh yeah, I remember that too.
They made him change his change himself. He got suspended from Public Enemy for saying that.
Yep, he did.
Which I didn't. Same thing with Nick Cannon. He got in some trouble.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he had Professor Griff on there or something.
Yep.
He did a podcast with him.
What I'm
That's what
saying.
it
Yeah.
We don't hold ourselves in a high regard.
Yep.
They do.
Yeah.
I mean, I know understand they got the power to cancel people and whatever, but we should hold ourselves in a higher regard than that.
I agree.
Using such derogatory words.
I agree. You're preaching to the choir over here, man. Because me and you on the same page on that.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, and me and you've been knowing each other a long time. And we hung out and all that.
Yeah.
I never heard you say it, and I never said it.
Right.
Not even addressing somebody. I say, "Hey, what's up, pimpin'?" Or "Hey, what's good, Playboy?" Or
Yep.
something like that. But
That's it.
I ain't never doing that. Oh, I call a person by their name or their nickname or whatever.
Right.
But no, I ain't doing that. That's not.
Well, that
that's
should
not
be
the
big
move.
kudos to both of you, because this is the first time I've ever heard the guy hear it used so frequently by black men,
Right.
especially like called
Yeah.
at the barbershop or whatever, on the basketball court or whatever.
Right.
So kudos to you two for
Yeah.
not even entertaining that. That's very good.
Yeah.
No,
Very
it's not
good.
hard not to say. A lot of people, oh man, it's
Yeah.
easy not
Yeah.
to say. Just don't say it.
Exactly.
It's hard.
You would never call a gay person something derogatory.
Nope.
Have the same respect for yourself.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true. You
Exactly.
It's
gotta
not hard
have
not
that
to say
willpower.
the N-word. That's what I call it, the N-word.
Yeah.
That's exactly it, man.
Nuisance,
That's exactly it.
Neanderthal.
There you go. That's exactly it. I mean, and it's like you said, long as you know me, you never heard me say you never heard me say that in the description of another black
I
man.
never heard you say it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Never heard you.
So it is what it is. And like you said, it's not hard not to say. All you gotta do is not say it. It's easy.
Exactly.
It's not rocket science,
Just like
people.
just like with Lady Mimi a while ago, when women call themselves the C word and whatnot.
Right.
All you gotta do is not say it.
Yeah.
And it is, you know what I'm saying? It's not like It's not like it's trigonometry or something. Or
Right.
rocket science.
Right.
Don't say it.
Right. And like I
Or
said,
come with something more respectful.
precisely.
That's all.
That's all it is too. And I don't know if you've been listening earlier, Nas, but we married now.
Oh yeah, congrats! I didn't know that. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. Yes. That's you, good dude. Lock it in. And vice versa.
There you
That's
go.
a good woman. Lock her in.
Hey man, she ain't going nowhere, and like I say, she got to burn the house down to get rid of me now.
Oh no, not like roaches.
Yes,
No,
indeed. That's what's up.
Thank you.
I congratulate y'all, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. They got to come to Dallas and hang out with us for a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all this stuff is being lifted, so yeah, I'll be coming down that way.
Oh, no doubt, man. Just let us know when you come to town, man.
Yeah,
We can kick it.
Definitely. So, but let's see. Let's see what else y'all got into. Oh yeah. Now this is the thing with me, and this is our fault too. We let white people slide too much with this N-word stuff.
Ooh.
Way too many. And I've seen you throw it out there. You had Imus up and all these people up. All they got to do is apologize, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, if we was to say something, then we get a little flack for it.
Come on now.
They hit your pockets like they hit Nick.
Yep.
Yeah, they hit your pockets up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just like with Chappelle, they kind of got offended by him talking about training,
Come on now.
outfit people, and all that.
Yeah.
Good point. Very good point.
Oh yeah. That's a real good point. That's a really good point.
That's a big following right there because they came down hard.
They came down to him like a ton of bricks.
Tell Netflix to fire him and don't show any more of his shows.
And you notice
Netflix
they pulled
was
him.
like, no.
Yeah.
Did they pull him?
Yeah, you don't see him on there no more, do you?
Really?
Nah.
Wow. I knew at first they kept saying no.
Yeah, they
But
pulled him.
you're right. I don't see that show on there anymore.
No, they pulled him.
See, what kind of pull do they have? That's crazy.
Yeah, that was.
And we should have had that same type of attitude that homosexuals have now.
Yeah,
They
that's
got
what
all
I'm
the
saying.
power now.
That's what I'm saying. They got some
good
kind
point.
of. They got some kind of force pull that I don't know. It works.
And all the other races and all these other minority groups, so-called minority groups all they did was kick back and watch us during the civil rights movement and all that. Oh, that's how you do it.
Mm.
And then after we got our little 40 ounces and a crumb, after we got that, then they came and copied and pasted all of what we did, and they made it bigger.
Yep, pretty much.
That's true.
That's exactly it.
That's all they did.
That's it.
When white people, when they saying it, you gotta check them. And I had that same energy towards black people, but by that same token, with us, it seemed to me a little different. But I still get annoyed with us.
I agree.
But with them, I get a little bit more annoyed because they saying it. Even if they trying to be down, if they on some Tina Marie shit, even if they trying to be down, you still got to check them though.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Hey, hold up, no.
Oh yeah.
We ain't doing that.
Oh yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly. I mean, that's just like, that's just like when Ice Cube.
But it seemed like they gotta say it though. It's like they have some kind of like orgasm or something. Excuse me, but it seems like they gotta say it or something.
No,
like
you said it right.
Turn around, they coming out of pocket.
No, you said it right. You said it right.
Like they get off on it.
Yeah, they do get off on it, man. Cause like I said, when Michael Richards were on that tirade, when he was getting heckled by those brothers, man, he had that word cocked and loaded. Mm-hmm. He was waiting for an opportunity to say it. Yeah, they all got it cocked and loaded. Yeah, they all got it cocked and loaded.
But I don't understand though. What is that? I mean, I don't know. Cause I know where it came from and all that, but no, man, that's totally effed up.
Yeah,
I'm not about anybody saying that,
right?
Especially them,
right? Exactly.
But have y'all noticed?
But you gotta have that same energy towards us, though.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
But have y'all noticed? Have you noticed when they said they stand there like, "Fuck you, nigger"? And then when you get to swinging,
See, when they say, and you know what time it is when they say that.
Mm-hmm.
They put that ER on.
Exactly, like they have.
They want the ER.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the hard ER, real hard.
Mm-hmm.
They
Like,
want that ER sound.
And I think they think you just scared of them, like you're not gonna retaliate, you know. But then when you do retaliate,
Oh no. Ass kickings will be issues.
Thank you,
Thoroughly.
thank you.
And then they be seeming shocked when they get beat down, like that man in that video. That man looked like, what was going on?
I see that video
You
y'all
did?
talking about.
Oh yeah,
Man,
oh
that
yeah.
Dude,
He's
he pulled out like a truckload of whoop ass.
He sure did.
Just poured it all over.
And what was so good about it, that he did it all, his hand was open the whole time.
he slapped the
He
racism right
slapped
out of
him.
him, man.
When he slapped him down and he fell into those chairs, I was done.
He slapped the
I
racism
was
right out of him.
done. And that
I
man,
was
and
like,
but y'all see how he got up
I
walking
was
away
like,
looking like,
Mhm.
what I do, what I say? They be
Oh.
looking so confused.
Oh yeah, that's how they do. That's how they do.
Man, that dude, he slapped him on like some old pimp on the corner. Where's my money at? Type
Right,
stuff.
he sure did.
Like I said earlier, Naz, he was slapping that man like he owed him $100. I mean, come on, man.
Man, I'm talking about open hand slap.
Open
I
hand.
ain't talking about. This dude probably got handprints still to this day.
To this day, yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Probably go try to go get a tattoo and say, "Oh, yeah, this is the new thing. I got this handprint on my face." Tattoo.
Right.
Yep. That's exactly it. He put the hands of Ogun on him, boy. He slapped the taste
my
out of
goodness.
his mouth.
Yeah, he did.
Oh
He got
man. And I
all
loved
kind
it.
of knocked
And I loved every minute of it. I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, I don't see no problem here. He should have kept his mouth shut.
I ain't got damn problem.
Not one.
That's the thing. You gotta check them types. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? You gotta
Oh, yeah.
check them ER types.
Oh yeah. You definitely gotta check them. You definitely gotta check them.
You gotta check them.
You gotta check them. You said that right.
Because
Bro.
they be coming all out. They'll come out of pocket on you if you. They thinking you cool with it and all that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, I listen to rap music too, dude.
Exactly.
It's like cool. I mean, wow. You know what I'm saying? And saying they get to talking about all these rappers that's out now and all that. The only thing they hear is the N word.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh man, yeah. I was listening to this comic, and he said that this white dude it was a movie we was watching, that Kevin Hart movie, the one that was on Netflix with him and Wesley Snipes. Remember that, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the
Oh
dude.
yeah. The Netflix.
Yeah,
story,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie, man. That's probably the one of the best.
Actually, that was dope.
Yeah, it
That
was.
was dope.
It really was. That
Kevin
was.
Hart.
Yeah, I ain't a big Kevin Hart. I ain't a Kevin Hart fan by any stretch, but that movie was pretty good.
It was.
So,
Yeah.
and the white guy got on the plane was repeating his jokes, and the only thing he kept repeating was the nigga joke.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and that kind of got me thinking. I said, well, you know what? That's pretty much the way it works, man. Because like, if a white person, the only thing you hear is the N word, the first thing they're gonna start doing is repeating the N word. Now he said a shitload of jokes, but the only thing he kept repeating was the N word jokes. Come on.
But he didn't hear. All he heard was that part.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's cool.
And he kept saying it over and over and over again.
Because that's what he subliminally wanted to say.
Exactly.
And he needed to say it.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I always say that white people need racism in America. They need it.
Yeah.
They crave it.
I agree with you on that.
They split their wrist. They would cut their throat if racism didn't exist.
Oh my God,
guarantee
yeah. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I
They
agree
would-
with you on that.
They would bungee jump off the tallest building they could find and just fall.
Yep.
Free fall.
Exactly.
No parachute, no nothing.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. I agree with you.
Because all you got to do is look at all these incidents. I mean, just recent. You ain't even got to go back too far. All these racial incidents, cops, and all that. That's all that. That's systemic racism. That's racism. They need it.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree. You're absolutely right. You said it on several occasions on
It's
this
like
very
a
show.
heroin addict.
Oh man, yeah.
I dare any white person to challenge me on that. I dare any of them. I dare any. Oh no, that's ridiculous. We don't know. That's not true.
Okay. All right. If you say so.
I dare any of them.
Yeah.
I don't care how down you try to be, you still benefit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've told people.
Yeah.
I told white people that on Facebook on several occasions, man, and they damn they cuss me out talking about how do I benefit from racism? Trust me, you do.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
And I know some cool white people, but by that same token, they benefit
Oh, yeah.
regardless if they agree with it or not. You benefit from it.
Yeah. Now, am I saying that all white people are racist? No, I'm not saying that.
No, hell no.
But
No,
I'm
I
saying,
know some
but
cool-
what I'm saying is, you still benefit from systemic racism, and you do.
Just because.
Yeah, just because you're white, you have a million. You could be the poorest black person on the poorest white person on the planet, but you got $1 million worth of whiteness,
That's right.
and that's going to take you a whole lot further than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell me I'm wrong.
Exactly.
No, you're right.
Exactly. You stick Michael Jordan in a room with a poor white trash homeless white dude. Mike got him by a little bit, and that's it.
Just a little
I
bit.
was gonna
Michael's
say,
a
not
damn near
much.
billionaire.
Exactly, not
Mike
much.
got him by a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but this white dude
Got $1 million. Got $1
go
billion
to
worth
the
of
tub
whiteness.
for about 5 or 6 hours, take all that dirt off, put on a Salvation Army, business suit,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
maybe shine up some Chuck Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Got to dress up.
Yep. That's it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. They got $1 million worth of whiteness, like I said.
Yeah. So that's what that is. And
Oh, yeah.
like I said, going back to the N word, all that is just that's that self hate that we've been taught.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that. And I was getting ready to get to that point. That's exactly what it is. It's that self hatred that's been drilled into us for centuries on end. Literally, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Cause we accept that.
Again, like I said, you ain't gonna hear no white person degrading themselves, especially from some word we made up about them.
Of course not.
You ain't gonna see no white person say honky. Oh, what's up, my honky?
No, you're not. No, you're not. And I told.
Redneck, you bullshit.
That's exactly
Oh,
it.
my God.
And I said that, man. And I said
that
that.
cracker be tripping, dog.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'm not playing with you. That cracker be tripping.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You already know. You already know. You already know.
They ain't making no moves like that.
Of course not.
They just sit up there. But they'll try to sneak the little N-word. Oh dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. No, you ain't fine.
Right.
You about to be getting these motherfucking paws put on you.
Exactly. You know, this size they gonna go up your rectum and they ain't gonna come out. So
Facts. But yeah, man, it's just like this. I don't know, man. This damn shit with this damn N-word, this and that and the other, and I get it with the rappers and all that, but I'm like what Mimi said a while ago. Should we be checking the rappers?
we should be checking. I think, it's like I said earlier, Nas. I think we should be checking everybody because they have a responsibility for that. Because like that's all they ever say is nigga this, nigga that. Just like that one song, "All Go Everything" by Trinidad James. He said nigga I don't know how many times in the damn word in that damn song.
Well, okay, but if we curtail it like that, what they gonna rap about?
Nas,
that goes back to them damn. That goes back to the corporate offices.
Yeah, exactly it.
If you notice, check this out. If you notice, KRS-One ain't around no more. I mean, he's around. Don't get me wrong, he's still around. But all that political hip hop, all that stuff, all that consciousness, it got snatched away.
Yep.
And it got snatched up. And then you start hearing more of the gangster rap, and then all this mumble mouth trap music, and all this.
Yep.
All this self-destruction towards black people, self-hate towards black people, that kind of rap, that's what they promote in these corporate offices.
That's exactly it.
Kendrick Lamar came out how long?
As long as you ain't talking about Jews or talking about busting caps on white people or anything like that, as long as y'all talking about killing each other, we down.
Yeah.
We'll get you a platinum.
Exactly. And you're absolutely right, because like we have a few conscious rappers out there. We got the J. Cole's, but you don't hardly hear about him anymore, do you?
Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar as well.
That's the plan, though.
And Kendrick Lamar as well.
It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence.
No, it's not.
People like Harris and Public Enemy, KRS-One, all of them are gone.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't hear
I'm
about
not
none
gonna
of
promote
them.
nothing like that.
You don't hear about nothing. You don't hear about none of that. As a matter of fact, KRS-One but put a new album out last week.
Is it conscious though? Is they don't turn up to what they doing
No,
now?
it's conscious.
Oh, okay.
He's talking some sense.
Let's see if it's gonna make the billboards.
They not gonna promote no content.
Right.
No, nothing that got to do with some uplift. They ain't gonna promote.
Nope. Nope.
They not gonna do nothing. He's not gonna sell that many albums.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I mean, they don't sell that much anyway. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who it is. But somebody like KRS-One, definitely not.
Of course not.
Unfortunate.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. As a matter of fact, he put a new album out. Kane put some new stuff out. You ain't gonna hear about that because he got this one song out called Enough, which is killer. He's talking about everything that's going on, with the whole police violence and all that shit. You'll never hear about that song.
No. They definitely not doing that.
Oh no. Melly Mel put out some new stuff out, and you'll never hear about that because it's real conscious, because Melly Mel was like one of the if he wasn't the first conscious rapper, he was the first conscious rapper.
One, yeah.
So
first one to come out with.
Exactly. So and you'll never hear about those albums because they're actually talking about something that's going to uplift and promote blackness. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that.
Nope.
They don't want to hear that.
Hell, we don't even want to hear it.
No, we don't. We want to hear about.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that.
No,
Come on with that.
They want to hear about some wet ass coochie.
Rock.
They want to hear about.
I'm trying to get this bold. I'm trying to tell these rocks.
Exactly. They want to hear about some wet ass coochie. That's what they want to hear about.
Trying to hear none of that. With that.
That's the truth.
Well,
I'm finna go shoot another. They say the N-word.
Right.
Man, I ain't trying to hear all that. I got to see all these clips in this gun. Man, please. Very quiet. I'm hunting.
Yeah.
With the Elmer Fudd voice.
Yeah, with the Elmer Fudd voice.
Wow.
Oh shit! Yeah,
they go back to that self-hate.
That's true. That's very true. That's self-hatred.
Wow.
Now you come to our record company. Are you gonna be promote? What is your music? What do you do?
Oh, we're just gonna kill some niggas.
Man, I'm talking about busting caps on mine.
There you go. That's right.
Sign here.
Here's a bonus.
Sign here at Bullet Wound Records.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah, they give you a bonus for every N-word you drop.
Oh yeah. For every time you say the N-word, man, they give you a bonus. Damn, man. Yeah. As usual, Nash, you brought that pain, man. I knew you would.
Absolutely.
I knew you would.
Drop them jewels. Absolutely.
I knew you would.
But yeah, man, it's good hearing from y'all. And again, congratulations on your wedding, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
I've been hoping y'all get back on the microphone, and
oh yeah.
I couldn't. For some reason, I couldn't send in any comments, but I'm gonna definitely try to, call, what I'm saying, when y'all on there.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it, man. When I open these phone lines up, man, you more than you already know, Nash. You got a platform here, bro.
Absolutely. Co-host.
Yes, indeed.
Shit, you got a platform here, man. As long as we got this show, you got a platform, bro.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, that's what's happening, and I appreciate the love, and love is given back to you all, definitely.
We appreciate
Much
it.
appreciated.
We appreciate that,
Thank
man.
you.
So one quick note before we let you go, Nash. What you think about
What's up, man?
What you think about the Hulk Hogan thing that I talked about, man? What you think about that? I know you got something to say about that.
See? But see, what Hulk Hogan is, he's just a reflection of America as a whole. That's all he is.
Yep.
Because most white dudes, they'll be, well, I ain't gonna say most. A few will be cool with black people as long as you don't mess with their daughter. But overall, that's how they all feel.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
They'll pretend like they down like 4 flats on a 6'4" Impala.
Yep.
As long as you don't touch their daughter.
Oh yeah.
So that's it. So Hulk Hogan is no different than the rest of them. Paula Dean or Jimmy Dean or Dean Martin. All the things.
Okay. It's sad.
I'm gonna put them in that same category. As long as you don't touch my daughter or We're good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly it, man.
And matter of fact, if you don't mind me being a little bit more specific, playing white devil's advocate, as long as you don't move in my state, we're good.
Exactly. That's exactly it, man. You said a mouthful right there.
Yeah. That's sad though. It's really sad.
That's what Monica Lewinsky said.
Always a comedian.
and on that note,
oh man, that was a good one, man.
wow, that was good.
That was a good one right there, man.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yes, indeed. All right.
All right.
It's been a pleasure once again.
Hey, Nas, man.
Always.
Hey, same black time, same
Always.
black channel, man.
Absolutely.
We'll get you next week, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Shoot me a little text or something, man. I'll tune into your show.
All right, cool. That'll work, man. We'll get you later, Nas.
I loved it.
All right, thank
All right,
you.
yes,
All
one
right,
love.
good
All
night.
right, later, man.
Later.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Oh yeah. I knew he was gonna bring it.
Mhm.
I knew he was gonna bring
Always do.
it. Yep. Always. Well, babe, let's wrap this thing up. We had a really, really, really good conversation on this show, right?
Absolutely. Feel like we just like riding a bike. Got back on that thing,
Man,
huh?
right back on it, man. We ain't missed a beat, but again, people, we've been out busy. We had a really big life change happen.
Definitely.
So that's the reason why we haven't been on in a while.
Oh yeah.
We're trying to get everything adjusted, and with COVID doing this thing, we really haven't had a chance to do our thing because we, again, like I said, we had everything to had a lot of things to get get taken care of, and we did.
Well, I have one thing to say about Miss COVID.
She need to take her ass on,
I'll
don't
be
she?
glad when they give her checkout ticket. She been in this hotel for too long.
Come on now, she should have been checked out.
Yeah, it's time for her to bounce.
Yeah, she need to get her ass on.
Well, I did see though, like we said earlier, a lot of states are lifting the ban, so maybe this is a good sign.
It is.
Maybe I know we probably will never be normal again, but
Whatever
maybe
that
we can
is.
get back out and start venturing out like we had plans to.
Oh man,
And
yeah.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either, man.
And if old
because-
Mother Nature will be better, I just can't wait.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to do a little something. Things are starting to ease up just a little bit, like you
Yes,
said.
sir.
Like you said. So we'll.
Good show, baby.
Of course. Amazing.
We don't have a topic for next week, but I'm sure we'll bring some good.
Oh, we'll bring something out.
Sure gonna be some good current events to bring up and talk about.
Oh man, yeah. You already know.
Oh yeah. Should we miss some? So we miss anything, you guys let us know. Always remember to subscribe.
Yep. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe
notification
button.
button.
Hit that notification button so you can tell when we get ready to get on.
Absolutely.
And hell, that's pretty much it, man.
Yes, sir.
This was a long show, man. How long you been on?
I think we started about 7:30. That's
been
what I'm
on for
saying.
almost-
When issues like this come up.
We've been on for almost 3 hours.
Wow, that's nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
All informative.
Oh yeah, always informative, man. That's the whole idea.
Yep.
So, anyway, y'all, we had fun
Yep.
coming back as usual.
In the words of Welcome Back. What's that show?
Welcome back, Holly.
Welcome Back, Carter. Yeah.
The dreams are your ticket out.
Good to be back, y'all. Thank y'all for accepting us back.
Yeah, buddy.
And we gonna be here more often now.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Cause we
all under one roof.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is here now.
Everything
so-
is here now, so we're good. You know,
Yeah.
so in the next few weeks or so, I'll be transitioning from one spot to another.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
bear with us. I mean, we're gonna try not to miss a show. Let's
Oh
put it
yeah,
like that.
definitely. Because this news, it keeps you busy. It's a lot to talk about.
You ain't lying, man.
It's a lot to talk about.
You ain't lying.
And
You ain't
we
lying.
love bringing it to you guys.
Oh,
to
no doubt, we love it. I
Let
enjoy
you know
it.
our thoughts, and if you guys call in and share your thoughts, we love that too.
Yeah, shoot us an email if you come up with a show idea. Melanated@earthlink.net. Shoot us an email, man. Give us a message. If you got a pretty good idea for a show, we'll check it out.
Definitely.
And hell, that's it, man.
Oh, and tell them that Parks Right Graphic did the jerseys from
Yes,
the,
Park Right Graphics did our jerseys.
from the promo that you showed
so
at our wedding.
Definitely. Yes. Park Right Graphics definitely did our jerseys, man. So, if you want to look at the rebroadcast of this show, check it out. You'll see the jerseys. They did a really, really, really good job.
Very
on that.
nice job.
that little heart part, man, that took some doing.
Oh yeah.
So anyway,
very nice.
Yeah, we liked them.
Check them out.
Check them out, y'all. In the meantime, y'all, I am Reggio.
And I am Mimi Parker, the lady.
Hey, there you go. And I guess we out, y'all.
Bye.